a little early because we don't know how, because she has a weird way of streaming that I'm not familiar with. It's like a web application, right?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
it's like web based. I gotta be honest with you, I did that too early on when I noticed doing. She said that OBS crashes her PC, so this is a way for her to stream it on her end and me to stream it on my end, and we'll hope it works. We're gonna go by the fly. I think it will. I don't think it's as difficult as I initially thought. So hey, let's start it off.
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me.
Yeah, we're a bit early.
Oh, just let me. That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me. Oh, just let me. That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me. Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Yeah, broadcasting live from Lardy Earth. This is the most badass YouTube broadcast. I'm Tommy C. This is Shop Point. Got Matt here. Right, we're starting a little early, so because I have to get a link from her, and then we're literally gonna have to like kind of work this on the fly. If we can both hear each other, she should be able to do it on her end, and we should be able to do it on our. I just hope it doesn't. I would have fuck on my camera or anything, or what have you. But I don't know. We gotta fucking do that. Hey, send me that tweet. You have that tweet that you wrote?
Which one?
Smoking gun.
Oh,
you send it to me.
Yeah. It's in the post.
Well, just send that to me in the DMs. So yeah, that's what we'll do. I give her a little credit. She kind of outplayed me a little bit. She just wants to have a conversation. Yeah, that kind of made me that made me had to change course. So I'm going to give the benefit of the conversation. And the way we talked offline is like, you know, if you want to throw to have an insult war, she goes, I'm down. Well, I can more than handle myself in that. So we're gonna have a conversation. We're definitely gonna have a conversation. We'll see where it goes from there. So it might not be the car crash. I'll be perfect. I didn't think she was that sane. I was gonna turn this into Digibro overnight. But you know, look, if you can't like go and insult somebody that's trying to, you know, be fair. All right.
Yeah,
no, I don't know.
At least meet in the middle. You know?
Yeah. So I'm meeting her in the middle. So basically, her thing was probably like the smartest thing. Like, hey, do it any way you want it. Come bring it. So we're gonna bring it. So yeah, like, is it? Oh, so let me send her a message. Link, please. Ready. So I sent her a message. I think she's streaming out. I think she had something else to cover.
Yeah.
And then we'll get right into it as soon as I see it works. Let me shout out some of the chat. Bustoff Lopez, Ambrose. Yo, is there new evidence where the guy sent a message to Shannon? Here's the thing. I'm not covering the Shannon thing. This is a critique of her, and if she's trustable to do the type of journalism that she's doing. Is she really the best source? Because you're going to see with the first question, you know, which I can't imagine. It's going to be pretty difficult to get around it. Like, really, how good a source is she? And we're going to go out from there. So I'm waiting to hear something. I haven't heard anything just yet, and I'm waiting. So I sent her a DM. Maybe I could public. Let me go. Let me send her something. I'm ready. I'll send her something. Ready. Peanut Gallery. How come this isn't autocomplete? Because, damn it! I can't find her. You guys have to ride through this. This is what I didn't want. This is why I kind of wanted to reschedule, because she hasn't been real quick on answering her DMs.
No, she's busy. She's in the middle of covering something.
Yeah, but she told me, that's the thing. She told me that she was going on the first hour, And then by 5 p.m. Eastern Standard, she'd be ready. And now it's 5 right now.
She's gonna stand you up, Tommy.
I don't think she's
gonna stand you up.
I stand me up, but what she's gonna do is she's drag. I'll take calls if I have to. I'll take calls if I have to.
The funny thing when I was watching her stream is that she's literally like the female version of you.
What do you say?
She's got a crazy laugh. She's from the Northeast.
Mm-hmm.
She's very exaggerated. She's very animated. So she's kind of like the
Italian
version of you in a way. I mean, like,
she uses her hands a lot when she talks.
I mean, yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to be a little more fair than I said that was going to be on Augie's show. I don't think she'll check it out. I thought she was a mess because Nick fucked her up pretty good. She wasn't as big as mess, and I'll be perfectly honest with you. She's been nothing but gracious off. And, she was on there. It's like, look, Tommy wants to have a throwdown. Let's have a throwdown. I want to have a conversation. So that puts me, now I have to change course. Because then it's just, I'm screaming at her. So, we'll do, can I get in trouble for this?
What?
I tell her, like, all right, fucking, let her know we're ready. Well, let's do some targeted harassment, I guess. I don't know.
No, don't say targeted. Don't say
Come
that.
on, let's go. Yeah, there's no nuance with the algorithm. I'm ready. I'm ready to rock. Come on, if low tier God can to June the King, why can't I? Jesus Christ. Nothing. All right. I guess I'll take calls. Because she did say that now we're getting close to standing me up. We're 3 minutes after, and I came in earlier. Don't use that wording. It's joke. It's joke. It's joke. It's joke. We're not doing it. But if you want to take some calls, I'll open the phones until I hear from her. But so far I haven't heard. But she told me. I'll be streaming like Topic. I'll be ready for you by 5. Oh boy. Or is she just standing me up here?
Oh wait, we can't. Can we take calls from this room, Tommy? Are we good?
Yeah, we can take calls from this room.
Okay.
And by the way, I put myself in special room so Nick can't come in or anybody else can't come in, so nobody say I ganged up on her or anything. And Matt's just playing the engineer role. Jessica, you're on the air. Jessica, can she talk? Do I have to go on air for this? Jess!
You do.
Yeah, probably. She probably can't talk in here. All right, let's go. Where is he? Where's Jess? Oh, I lost her. There she is. Jessica, you're on the air. We can go back in that room in a minute. Jess!
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Who knows?
I don't know. THS, you're on the air.
Tommy, don't forget the quarters and the Marlboros.
How you doing?
Right in your lap.
How you doing? You got a very disgusting laugh.
I'm doing great.
You're doing great. Hey, you got a Marlboro?
You got any Marlboros? You gotta roll a quarters for the slot machine, Tommy.
I had to when I saw this was happening. I'm like, oh, this is gold.
The problem is she's been nice offline, so now it's like, oh, you can't do that.
I mean, she probably wouldn't care. I mean,
No,
I make this joke because I have family members that are exactly like that. So
yeah.
It's whatever. But I just wanted to fuck around and take advantage of this because it's too fucking good. It's
Positivity cigarettes. Well, I got to be honest with you. If she's holding this many people, if she's holding in this many people with not really being an experienced streamer or anything and just doing it for fun, imagine what she could do if she, had a decent computer or what have you.
Yeah, she hit I think it just kind of happened. She hit the Creepshow algorithm. Once she started streaming about Creepshow, people started piling.
People wanted to hear what she had to say. Yeah. So, and I got to be honest with you, you make fun of her voice all you want. It's like the same way you make fun of my laugh. It helps. People remember you. Yeah. People are going to remember the raspy girl.
Yep, and I'll bet you Augie's the next one she's going to want to hop on with because she was talking about him yesterday or last night or something. If I'm not
she's playing it smart. She's playing it right. But I don't like being stood fucking up.
Oh, I can't be mad at you for that.
No, I don't like being stood up here. I mean, she should be able to drop fucking everything here.
Yeah, well, at least you got some funny people in here that are willing to help you pass the time.
Yeah, I suppose. All right, thanks for the call. I'll get somebody else.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, hold on. She just. Sorry, she's on your Twitter right now.
Okay. Tell her to DM me the link. Don't send it publicly.
Wait. She's asking the chat if she should do the debate.
Oh, that's shitty.
Hold on. All right, she's thinking about ending the stream and doing the debate alone. So wait, if she does that, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, actually, for me, but I don't know if I like that. Then everybody comes over here. No, that's up to her. I guess it doesn't really matter. It gives
She's saying the link that she sent you is still good, and she just has to unprivate.
The link that she sent me is still good?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give this a shot. Tell her if you can.
I can't tell her.
Do not
anything.
show. Oh, you can't
I'm
tell
just
her
watching
anything.
her-
So I don't want her to
watching
show
her
my
stream.
Facebook if possible.
I mean, I can't tell her anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just watching her stream. Jesus, my voice is going out.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
sounding
It's
like
funny.
her.
Let's see. Tommy, this is my mic working. Unmute. Hold on a second. Check. All right, there's the avatar.
All right.
Okay, yeah, this should work.
Yeah, just don't show it on screen. Whatever you do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Don't show my thing on screen. Yeah, it doesn't really.
Yeah.
It doesn't really do that. Enter studio. Like, what do I do now? I click on this. Now I'm backstage. Like, and then she logs in, or she gives me a login. She's really fucking me up here.
Okay, here's the thing. Like, she has this tendency, like, to just go off. You know what I mean? So right now she's just like, she seems to like be going off on the stream or whatever. So now like, she's not really like going back and forth with you.
Well, then it sounds like she's fucking afraid.
I don't think she's afraid. I just think she gets distracted.
Yeah.
Who does that sound like, Tommy?
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 400 fucking people over here. And she gave her word. Well, I'm logged in. Scheduled. I don't know. Like, edit name, edit studio, avatar. Yeah, I want to edit the studio avatar for sure. Let's, I'll put Nick Diorio in there. That's my studio avatar. So anybody, you can blame him if I fuck up something really bad. All right, the link's still good. Good for what?
She's explaining the context. So she's basically saying, like, at first this was going to be a yell debate, screaming at each other, and now you've agreed to have.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah. Because she all of a sudden she started acting like a human being.
Productive conversation, and she's happy about it.
Get her happy ass in here.
Okay, she's about to end the stream.
Oh, she's going to go private? All right, fine. Well, it's kind of, I don't know if she realizes she's doing me a huge favor.
I think she's doing that to help. Like, I think
if she's doing that,
being generous.
Yeah, she's. Yeah, it's fucking women. I'm gonna somebody wrote on Twitter, is he gonna like,
Do you get pussy?
Dude, I slay.
We found Tommy's female doppelganger. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't. She's trying to do me. Yeah, she's doing like all the right things. I'm gonna still hit her hard. Come on, Boomer Sports.
She's ending her stream. She went quiet, so I guess she's ending.
All right, so how does that? She probably doesn't know how to do both. And she's not very tech inclined. I notice a lot of the T crowd isn't. And I don't give a fuck what she says. She may not want to be T, but she's cultivating that crowd. I mean, all you got to do is welcome to the chat. I mean, give me a break. I mean, she might not be consciously doing it.
Okay, she ended her stream.
Okay. Well, how does she know, like, I clicked on the fucking thing. I'm in here. How the fuck would she get in the same room as me?
I don't know. Is she messaging you on Twitter?
No. She doesn't have Discord, and God, if OBS crashes or shit, imagine what this shit would do.
Yeah.
Imagine what Discord would do. Thank God we have toxic piplup to get the stream right.
Stop the point, bitch.
Irish Fairy, subscribe. Thank you so much, Irish. Can't chew gum and walk. No, I don't think. I think it's like fair to say.
All right. So someone told me the room that you're in is the waiting to call room, and she can bring you up. So
yeah, as long as we can speak, we're good. It just says private chat comments. I can't wait for this. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm in there. Tommy and Rose were able to hash it out. I think Tommy will do the right thing, but he's very critical. Tommy's obviously not everyone's cup of tea, but I think he'll come around. Yeah, somebody was saying on Twitter, like, I'm either going to fucking fall in love with her or fucking scream at her or something like that. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Let's see if I can find that tweet. It's probably true. I'm a little weak when it comes to women. I don't like being mean. But if they're mean to me, then it's easy. What the fuck? 30 minutes, blah, blah, blah. 30 minutes to Tommy either destroys a tea-cuck or starts hitting on the tea-cuck. That's from @tap77.
Do you get pussy?
Dude, I slay.
Yes. Donating for the soundbite. Well, there you go. You donate all the way through. So I'm assuming she can see me, or is she just fucking with me?
I'm assuming, I guess.
Come on, get your crystal meth. Let's go. Oh!
Stop the point, bitch.
Shit, come on, let's do this. Come on. I hate dead air, dude. See, this is why I want to cancel, because I wanted to get her on Discord. So we could iron all this horse shit out. Come on, it's 13 minutes after. Now you're fucking with me.
I don't think she's fucking with you. She ended the stream, so
I clicked it. Oh, she's going back live.
What?
Yeah, she doesn't know how to do it without being live, probably. It's like you can't have a private conversation. Like, look, this part, I'm not going to like jump on her eye because like she's new, big deal. Everybody's got to start somewhere, you know, but God, I hate dead air. Makes me want to have a cigarette. I only lasted 48 hours with the gum.
Congrats.
Great.
48 hours is not bad.
No, here's what happens. I have to quit smoking on my, like, I ran out of cigarettes. That doesn't work. I have to go 1, 2, 3, go, and then not run out of gum.
Yeah.
Boomer Tech. Hey, listen, I did what I'm told. Okay, I'm coming. She said, okay, no, I think she is. I think she is coming.
Okay.
All right. Because I saw something. Yeah, I don't think she can do this without being live. That's what I'm thinking. Let me turn NBA Jam off.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Yeah. Eldar, thanks so much for the ARS 20. Real boomer hours. I ain't joking. It ain't me. She's the one that can't fucking run Discord. Or doesn't have it. She told me she didn't have an account. Which is probably a wonderful thing. Yeah, dead air. That's all right. I'm ready. Okay, hold on. I think we go.
On.
Peanut the Hippo Slayer. Am I a hippo?
Do you get pussy? No, I'm a hippo slayer.
Who's it? Oh, that's like your whole gimmick, right?
Yeah, I call it hypocrisy.
Well, you're gonna have to deal with a lot tonight. Are you ready?
Yeah, are you live yet?
Yeah,
I'm not yet.
I've been waiting for 15 minutes. You've dragged out my audience for 15 minutes.
Hey,
my bad. Okay, let me hit my live button.
No. Verse. All right, hold on. I got to make sure nobody pops in while we're doing this. So hang on. I apologize. Okay. All right, we're moving up here. 1, 2. Okay, got it. All right, are you there?
I'm here.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah. Do you want me? Are we going to talk about Twitter things? Should I share screen on Twitter, or should we
you
just?
can do whatever you want. I can. You know what? I can show what I got to show on screen, and I don't see why I can't. Oh no, because it gives the name of the room. All right. No, you could do whatever you want on your end. I'll do whatever I want.
Well, I just mean I'm going to do it anyway. I wanted to know beforehand if we're going to address Twitter thing because I would like to have it on the screen. I shared it anyway. Whatever.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If there's any kind of issue, if I'm sharing anything with my audience to make it fair, what I'll do is I'll send you the same link. Can I do it here in the private chat? Like if I send something.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Well, so I can share something with my audience on my screen. I'm not streaming like you're streaming. All you're doing is hearing my voice.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, you share whatever you want to share. You share with your audience.
Okay.
And then just send to me.
Yeah. Can I do that in private chat? So like we're on the same page. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Yes. The only thing is I won't be able to share that with my audience.
You're not going to be able to share that with your audience.
No.
Okay.
Whatever you send me in private chat.
I'm not trying to like.
You know what I would suggest? Yeah. What I would suggest, if you want me to share something with my audience too, I would suggest you just post it on Twitter, since that's what I'm going to have up on screen.
I think we can do that.
Okay, so do that.
That seems reasonable. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm going live now.
All right. Oh, you're not live now.
No, we were just talking regular. I'm going to go live now.
All right, start it up. Tell me no.
Right.
Go live. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. We're live.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Are you live? How do we know you're live? Your comments come. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, so your chat's on the right. Okay, I see. So you're all set.
Yes.
Okay. This debate has nothing. Well, I wouldn't say nothing to do. It's an offshoot. I don't see it as having anything to do with Creepshow art. I don't know whether she's guilty or innocent. I haven't been particularly impressed with anything I've seen. But that being said, I find it really interesting that you were able to. You were unable to use one of Emily's points to
because that wasn't my point. You completely, and I was going to ask you first and foremost, like, you completely missed my point. What me and Nick were discussing was that he was an asshole, that he was callous, flippant. And he conceded that point. Mean, he conceded. So well, I mean, that's the whole point.
You conceded being an asshole, but you also, like, so you could see, this is kind of my whole point. If he's an asshole, what does that have to? How does first of all, how does that increase your value as a debater, as someone who's trying to be a journalist?
We weren't having a debate.
I'm talking now. Yes, you were having a debate because you claimed victory.
No, we weren't.
Yes, you were. You claimed victory.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, yes, you did. Is that Matt?
I said I was right.
Yeah,
I said I was right.
You said you won.
I won in the sense that
no. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't say you won something and say it wasn't a debate, because that's an argument of convenience.
I won because I was right. My whole point was that he was an asshole. He admitted that that's his shtick. That's what he was trying to do. That's what he was intending to do, and he was successful at it.
But you didn't. But here's the thing: you didn't help Emily's cause whatsoever. Her video isn't any better because Nick's an asshole, and you did a lot more than that. Yeah, I mean, it's just saying, okay, somebody's an asshole. Anybody? That's like, what does that mean?
Do you not agree? Do you not agree that it is absolutely asshole behavior and unnecessary? If you're not going to watch the entire video,
you interrupted him.
How dare you? How dare you weigh in on it? How dare you weigh in on it?
That's a completely bad faith argument because you came in and
how is that a bad faith argument?
Let me finish. You're not letting me talk. You said you want to have a conversation. You came in at the point where he was going to finish the video, so he'd finished up until everything in the last 30 minutes. And
what do you mean?
Said, I'm talking. Yeah, then you talk. That's how it works. You said that you missed the meat and potatoes of the entire.
Because
the entire video, but you couldn't bring up one potato
because that's not what we were arguing.
You keep doing. You couldn't bring up one.
That is not what we were arguing. Him and I were not sitting there.
You basically tell him that he's not entitled. You were telling him that he was not entitled.
Nope, never said that. Point me where I said that he was not entitled to anything. I said he was an asshole for making a snap judgment before finishing the video.
Well, he didn't finish.
You disagree with that?
No. That's completely bad faith argument because he didn't finish the
video.
How
is it a bad faith
argument? Because he didn't finish the video because of you.
How?
You're omitting that one part. You didn't finish the video because you. He was watching the video. He paused the video and talked to you. How dishonest is that?
What happened.
How dishonest?
Are you okay?
This is exactly what happened.
Right? Are you all right?
You're being. Is that what you're gonna
Are
do?
you okay?
No,
Dude,
it doesn't work that way.
I streamed 24
I
hours
can't get
later.
a word in edgewise because you're a completely dishonest arbiter of this. And this is what I'm saying. I don't think anybody should trust you. You believe absolutely everything that's full.
My stream? You are seriously trying to argue that it's my fault he didn't finish. My stream came 24 hours later.
You can't. When he's in the stream was him watching the video. Rocket scientist.
I'm not talking about the stream. I'm
You
talking
just
about
criticized him for not watching the video. He paused the video to talk to you. I mean, this is really dishonest. A lot more dishonest than I expected.
I was reading his tweets on screen. Then someone appeared in chat and said, Nick wants to talk to you. I was reading his tweets from 24 hours prior.
But he got everything.
That's when he
got
made the
everything
tweet.
but the last 30 minutes.
That's
so
when
your
he made
entire
the tweet.
argument, your entire argument to discredit him is you're mean.
I'm not trying
You
to
shouldn't have
discredit
said.
him.
No, let me finish. I know you don't. You're mean. You shouldn't say that. You're not allowed to speak because
That's
you
not what I said. Nope, not what I said at all.
So your entire argument was he was an asshole. I mean, what kind of argument is that?
Yes.
That's simplistic. It's stupid. And here's
that
another
was
thing.
my argument.
Here's another thing. You
That was my argument, and he
Jesus
agreed.
Christ, you said that I was completely dishonest the way I went
You
about it.
were.
What did I say that was dishonest?
Dude, you have a problem.
What did I say that was dishonest?
Everything that you were criticizing
What?
or accusing me
We're being
of.
specific here. You're not going to be able to play this
Okay,
game.
let's put the video on screen. Let's
What
put it
video?
on screen and watch it together.
It's certainly. Now,
Okay.
he said it's a reaction to reaction to reaction.
Okay,
What
but
did
guess
I
what?
say
You have a
that
problem
was
with your memory.
untrue?
You have a problem with
What
your
did
memory.
No, we're not doing
You
this.
have a problem
what
with
did I
dishonesty.
say that it was untrue? And this is exactly what
Let's
I'm
put the
talking
video
about.
on.
No,
Let's put the video on.
The video. What did I say that was untrue? Do you not remember?
We'll watch
Or
the video.
What did I say that wasn't true?
I absolutely do remember, but because you are so dishonest,
What did
we
no,
need
so
to
you're
watch
no,
it
you're
together.
checking it out. What did
No,
I
I'm
say
not.
that was
You're
untrue? That's a
checking it out.
simple question.
You don't
There
want
must
it
be
playing
one
on
thing
screen.
that
You don't want it playing
remember.
on screen because
You're
you don't want
talking
people
over
to
me.
see
You're
it.
just talking over me.
No,
It's a
you're
boomer
talking
memory,
over
exactly.
me.
And I'm fucking 10 years older.
All you're doing is screaming
What did I lie about?
nonsensical
What did I
shit.
say?
Let's
What?
get it on screen
Here's
and I'll
what
show
here's
you.
Here's what I'm accusing you
Let's
of.
get it on screen and I'll show you.
No, here's what I'm accusing you of.
Get it on screen and I'll
give me the
show
link. Give me the
Give me
link.
the link.
You'll be able to hear it on my end, by the way. No, I think I didn't do anything dishonest. I think you know it. I think you were being dishonest.
Kept. Did you watch my stream where I
Yes,
reacted to a video?
And you literally say nothing the entire time, other than you're mean.
I never said that at all.
Oh come on! I mean, Jesus Christ! Are we gonna play semantic here?
Aren't we talking about what occurred in the video?
No,
That's
we're
what I'm talking about.
You and how dishonest you are.
Where have I been dishonest at all? It is you. You have a problem
in this
with
conversation.
reality.
In this conversation, you said there was no debate and you won it.
You are delusional. You're incredibly.
So all you have is an ad hominem? That's all you have. That's all you have. You're this. I mean, I could call you. I mean, I could just call you names. I could say you're drunk.
You're
I could say
dishonest.
I could sit there and say you're dishonest.
You're
but you can't
dishonest.
I'm
You
dishonest,
have a
but you
problem
can't
with
explain
reality.
why. So I
You
could
also
say
have
you're
a
a meth
really
head.
bad memory.
Like, if I say
You
you're a meth
have a
head,
really
if I say
bad
you're a meth
memory.
head, do I win the argument? If I say you're a complete idiot, do I win the argument?
No, because I'm not a child. I'm talking
That's all you're doing.
reality.
By the way, that's all you're doing to me. You're dishonest. No explanation.
Because
Tommy,
you are.
I
Let's
said-
put it on screen and I'll
Because you
show
are.
you.
Because you sound like a child. You're sitting there calling me a fucking child, and you can because you are.
I'm saying put it on screen.
What do you want?
Let's
what
watch it.
What
I
part?
DM'd it to you, Tommy. I
What
DM'd
part?
it.
Go to my stream and just start at the portion where I start reacting to you.
It's timestamped. I DM'd it to you.
Friends.
Got it.
With Nicholas I play DiOrio it. decided to
playing it.
react.
I
remember what occurred. You to don't. my
you
live
hear
stream
it?
from yesterday. No.
Can you hear it? That's the problem.
No.
Doing it this way. Hang on a second. That's the problem. She can't hear it.
Can she hear me?
Let's stop. I'm gonna see if I can switch it to stereo mix on her end.
Ooh, you just disconnected, Tommy.
That's a lot of money. I
I can
It
guess.
hear
says
you, though.
device is not connected. Whatever you did disconnected
I
us.
disconnect. Well, I can still hear you.
Tommy, you got to come back. You got disconnected somehow.
How do I do this? I'm in. Audio.
Dude,
okay, I
he's
can
so
get it. How do I
dishonest. He's
mute track?
like, oy vey.
Holy shit. She's talking shit about you while we can hear it, and she can't hear us.
Oh, video file. Share screen.
And men say women are over. Yo, he's so
Check,
emotional.
check.
Here
1,
he's
2, 1,
he's
2, 1, 2.
back. Hold on, let me add him. Yo, you there?
Yes, and I think I can switch this so you can hear what's on my end.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and I'm dying to see what I said that was dishonest, because I honestly believe that you don't have an idea in the world.
Dude, I painted it out pretty well.
But
in
you
the
don't even
video
remember,
reaction
do you?
video. I do, you don't. And it needs to be on
I
screen
don't.
so
It's
people
not
can
my
see.
hey, it's not my responsibility to find out what I said the honest. You made the allegation. You have to come forth and sit there and say what it was. And you know,
I'm
and
going
get a
to.
reminder. Maybe
I'm going to.
How about this? You made it up.
What I make up?
What have you made it up that I was dishonest? You just completely made it up. And this is why.
Put it on screen.
This is why, you start
Dude,
these.
you are being dishonest, therefore
What
it must
did
be
I
on
do
screen.
that was dishonest, you meth head?
We're gonna watch together.
All right, let me test this.
What about ad hom again?
Exactly.
I
Can
only
you hear
watched
yourself? Can you hear yourself?
a small amount. And shout out to Kylie.
Can you hear yourself clearly?
Yes.
Okay,
Good.
all right, let's go.
Kylie. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Can you tell me phonetically so I don't keep mispronouncing it if I am? Ew, fast forward. Shout out to you.
Where?
No, I said
Why
fast
do
forward
I have to hold up my
aside.
whole stream to remind you of what you said? You made an allegation and you have no idea where I was dishonest whatsoever.
Yes, I do. Play it so you can see it.
Where? Then tell
Play
me
it
where.
so you can see it. You need to see it. You're being dishonest.
I can
You
see it.
need to
I can see
remind
it. I'm being
yourself.
dishonest. Jesus Christ, that's all you have. You say repeat the same thing over and over again.
Because that's all that matters. I
all
live
that
in
matters
reality.
is you repeat yourself over and over again and can't make a point. That was my whole point. You can't make a point. You can't argue with anybody without sitting there saying they're deplorable or going to,
No,
oh, wow,
I've
you're
made
mean.
my point. You keep trying to attribute shit to me that I've never said.
What?
Points I've never said to me.
What? Name one thing.
Play the goddamn video already.
Where?
Ask her for a timestamp.
Yeah,
What's the
Jesus
timestamp?
Christ, something where?
Here, I'll give you a timestamp. 128:26. Go with that.
Yeah,
She
okay.
calls
Yeah,
you
do
emotionally
that.
bankrupt.
128. 128. Probably doesn't even know what that means.
I got timestamps. I'll start calling out timestamps.
128:18 I got. Here we go. This is not Emily herself, it's a defender.
Have you watched it
Absolutely
yet?
not. I was watching it on stream, and now here I am. I have.
Of course, it's emotionally, it's unwatchable if you're emotionally bankrupt. If you don't care, if you don't want to care, then just say that.
So you're just an ad hominem. I don't know what this has to do with me being dishonest. So you're just whatever you want to be, just write out the name, emotionally bankrupt, bad person, whatever, if you don't agree with the way you feel about the whole situation.
No, it's not about that. It's about why would you choose to kick somebody while they're down?
No.
My-
No. But that's not what you said here. You made the allegation. You're having a problem with this. You make allegations and you can't back them up. How is
No,
somebody
that's what you did.
emotionally
That's what you did.
bankrupt if they don't agree with you?
It's not about agreeing with me. It's about making a snap judgment and not even giving the respect to finish the video. That's a fucking problem. And if you're going to defend that, I don't understand what's wrong with you.
And what's in the last 30 minutes that changes the course of his opinion?
All of the fucking evidence is in the last 30 minutes.
Evidence? Evidence of what? You can't even explain anything.
Because it happened over 10 years, dude.
What do you mean?
I can't
You just told
summarize
me to
it.
watch the video.
What?
Can I? The last 30 minutes shows circumstantial evidence of Creepshow and Emily having text messages together, which corroborate that Creepshow knew who Emily is. Creepshow was dating Emily's ex. That's mainly the text.
That's your smoking gun?
No. What just happened today is a smoking gun. Did you even look at that evidence?
I know. This is about you.
Okay, then why are you telling me? Why are you telling me to present evidence about Emily if it's about me?
This is Nick's whole point. You are in over your head. You start these fucking witch hunts, and
He never said that to me.
you
That
go
was
by
never
guilt by
Nick's point.
association and every other. Time.
Nick never made that point to me. He never said, "Oh, you're over your." Never, ever.
That's irrelevant. But that was the point. He was sitting
Not
there
for
goofing.
who, dude?
He was goofing
You keep
on the.
you
he was
keep
goofing.
ascribing.
I know you have to
fucking
interrupt me
shit
because
to
you
other
don't.
people that doesn't exist.
What do you mean it doesn't exist? You can't even explain what exists. You can't explain yourself.
Yes, I
You
can.
make an allegation.
You just keep making your own shit up.
What
and then
shit?
Be like,
what
this
shit?
doesn't make
what?
sense.
Name the shit. Name one shit. Just a piece of shit. A tiny shit. Anything.
Well, so much for a conversation.
Yeah, dude, you are really emotional. And you don't even make sense
you
while you're
are,
doing it.
You're
really emotional. You're not entertaining. You're not funny while you do
honestly,
it. You should really rectify the situation
You're a dumb woman.
in a hurry.
You're a dumb woman, and nobody should pay attention to you because you can't explain yourself. Let's go to your. Let's go.
What
to
do you
your
want me to
smoking
explain?
gun. What do you want me to explain? I want you to explain where first of all I was dishonest.
Don't DMs, Joe.
Explain where I was dishonest.
Play the video.
You can't do it. You're not capable.
Because
you know what
an
it is?
hour-long video.
You're so used to calling people names, and you're not used to being called out. So you just you throw
calling you dishonest is calling you names. Are you a fucking infant?
There's just buzzwords out there. No, you have to defend your statement. Do you understand?
You just called me several names. I'm saying your actions are dishonest.
I'm saying you're dumb, and here's the reason: because you can't explain yourself. You're saying I'm emotionally bankrupt because
you are emotionally bankrupt. Did you hear yourself in that video?
Because
did you fucking hear yourself in that video?
Because I don't agree with you.
No, because you treat victims. You kick people while they're down, and you think you're a big man for doing so.
Who did I treat as a victim? I was sticking up for Nick in your terrible debate with him. Who kicked the victim?
It wasn't a fucking debate.
Yes,
it was me saying he's an asshole and him agreeing that he was. What is wrong with you?
You claimed victory on that debate, and you lied about claiming victory on it. And we have you right on this stream.
How many times do I have to tell you? My whole point was he was an asshole. He agreed that he was. Therefore, I was right. Yes?
Your whole point was he was an asshole. No, I think you're trying to do that. I think you're trying to damage him. And just being an asshole.
How was I trying to damage him?
I could care less
about
Emily.
He agreed with me. Do you understand?
So
he fucking agreed with me.
Saying he's an asshole is not a point.
That's and a lot of money, I guess,
by him agreeing with that, he just took your argument away from him. Everything in that video was trying to get to the point where Nick, bad person. That's not an argument. You didn't help. You haven't helped Emily's case one bit. All you have done is said the critics are bad people, emotionally bankrupt. That's all you've done. You're nobody to trust. I said that
Nick was an asshole for not giving her the respect of finishing the video before coming out and demeaning her.
She's not entitled to the respect if she doesn't have some kind of smoking gun. She's not entitled to it. You upload something in 2 hours, and don't cross all the T's and dot the I's. Nick has every right to use mockery and criticism. And you know what? I don't even think it makes him an asshole. I think it makes you an asshole with the fact that you can't defend the video and you just call people names.
We never talked about defending the video. If we sat down and went through the evidence together, that's something I would have been willing to do, but that's not what happened.
The video. You just said before that Nick made a snap judgment. That's a defense of the video. And I'm saying he has every
watch the video
right. He has every right in the world.
He said it's unwatchable.
It is.
I'm not watching it.
No, but
so he criticized the quality of the video instead of the content within it. That makes him unfair, flippant, cruel, and inhumane.
And so everything is you're cruel, you're mean, you don't have a point. Are you conceding on that?
That's my point.
Your point is so you don't have a point. You're just everybody else who criticizes is no good. Can you concede on that?
My point is that was asshole behavior.
That's asshole behavior. That's your only point. I guess what? That does nothing for your argument. That does nothing for her. You are
that
only
was
trying.
My argument, though, with him. That was my entire fucking argument.
You are only trying to, and I'm telling you, this is what exactly. I agree with you that you are only trying to smear any kind of criticism that might come Emily's way.
And
Emily has every right to be criticized when putting an entire video up.
Is that me trying to smear somebody?
You're gotta let me talk. And I'm just gonna keep saying it till you hear it. Nick has every right to criticize
I need to let you talk.
You're unbelievable. You're afraid about what I'm saying.
All you're doing is ranting and raving like a fucking psychopath.
Jesus Christ, God, are you married? Are you fucking married? God help that poor man. You don't get anybody. You don't let me talk. Yeah, exactly. I know you do it on purpose.
You are delusional.
You're delusional.
Sorry for you.
Nick's a bad person. Guess what?
No, dude, you're fucking ridiculous. It's like a 5-year-old.
And
you're like a
5-year-old. You've said no you the entire time. I've had deeper conversations with my 5-year-old. You're literally saying no you. This is the most
No,
sophisticated.
that's not what happened
no,
at
yes,
all.
it is.
That's
This
not what
is
happened
the
at
most
all.
sophisticated know you conversation I've ever had. My son has never said emotionally bankrupt. I'll admit that, but he does go know you, and that's exactly what you're doing.
No, it's not.
No.
Try again.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
No way.
You're embarrassing yourself. Are you aware of
Do
this?
you realize how funny that is? What you just said?
Are you aware of how much you're
accused
embarrassing
you of
yourself
saying
right now?
no. You have no explanation other than no, it's not.
What do you want an explanation for?
Anything you've accused anybody, I'll take anything. Anything you've accused anybody of, I'll take just one thing.
What I've accused Nick of was being an
That's a lot of
asshole,
being
and
an
he
asshole.
admitted to
Being an
that.
asshole. Okay,
How many
here's what I'm
times do we need to
accusing
go
you
over
of.
that?
You don't have a proper defense of Emily's video. Emily's video is objectively bad, and the only thing you come up with is their criticizers are bad people. That's it.
So that's what we're
Assholes.
talking
And you
about
know what?
now.
Assholes.
I
That's
thought
all
it was
you got.
about Nick's behavior and that whole situation.
Nick's
Do you want to
behavior.
talk
Nick's
about
behavior
Emily's
really isn't
video?
up for-
We can get that on screen. We can talk about the evidence if you'd like.
What evidence? You can't even tell. I don't want to talk about the evidence. I'm talking
So then
about
stop
you.
fucking
You
talking about
are
it then.
not. You
You
are
keep
in over your
switching back
head.
and forth.
You have no ability to critically think. You just go. I mean, let's
No,
look at this.
you have no
Let's look at
ability
your
to be
latest
honest
smoking
and
gun.
stay on track.
Let's look at your
You
latest
cannot
smoking
stay
gun.
on track.
You're just gonna
Every
talk over
time
me
you
because you
tell
know
me
what I'm about
you
to
want
show.
to do something and I'm willing to do it, you go off on a tangent and then say, if you want to do that,
you're
let's
doing
do
that.
it.
Sweetheart, you're doing that. I have asked you several times to explain yourself, and when I pointed out that
That's
you were
a lot of
making
money, I
no-you
guess,
arguments,
for
you said
a
no,
person of color.
which is hysterical. It's absolutely hysterical. Where's the smoking gun, Matt? I don't see it in your DMs.
DMs?
Yes.
Look at my Twitter. Look at the
Yours?
thread.
I'm talking to Matt.
She's
A
talking to
community
me.
college,
I'm talking to Matt,
somebody
you
from
rocket
Creepshow Arts
scientist.
Community College just posted a thread sharing some pretty pertinent information about the situation and
Before we look at it, what's the smoking gun?
it's a thread from somebody who went
What's
to
in-
school
what's in-
with
sweetheart,
Creepshow Art.
sweetheart,
With
this is
Creepshow
easy.
Art.
I'm
Are you
say,
gonna let me
what-
fucking talk?
No, who's talking? What's in the thread?
I DM'd it to you, Tom.
Oh,
What's
and
the
look
smoking
at
gun
it. Do you
in
want me
the
to put it
thread?
on
That's a
my
lot of
screen?
money, I
Well,
guess.
you
for
know
a
what?
person of
I
color.
just want you to back up anything you're saying. Just one thing.
Dude, I'll read it out on screen. We can go through it
Okay,
together.
but you know
Do
what?
that.
If there is a smoking gun in there, you should be able to point me to it.
It's long, dude. Let's read it
Well, if
together.
it's-
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Let's read it.
No. There should be. Why does this prove that? I don't even know what you're trying to prove with this. You just say it's a smoking gun and you have no explanation.
What I'm
just like you
trying
have
to
in this-
prove now, because of what you said,
What is the
that
smoking
a new
gun?
person has come out.
Do you have the ability to just summarize? Is that a part of your
Oh,
repertoire?
yes. Listen, please don't interrupt. Somebody that went to school, community college with Creepshow Art came out and admitted and has screenshots to prove it that Creepshow Art was definitely obsessed with Emily, was stalking her, looking for personal and private information, her address, her phone number, and admitted to and was proud of stalking her, prank calling her, going after her YouTube channel, a whole bunch of things, man. It's all on the
Okay,
thread.
I have the screenshot and say there's no.
That's a
response
lot of
from
money,
Shannon.
I guess. For
What'd
a
you
person of
say?
color.
I got the screenshot on screen right now. There's just him talking to her.
Yeah. There's a part in the thread where this person says that they're going to share the information that has
The conversation. Why wouldn't
no.
they do that? Why wouldn't they do that
They
right
have
away?
they have information that has private information
why
with
is
Shannon
a one-sided conversation
that they're
in your,
going to share
why
with
is a
authorities
one-sided-
and that
look
they're
at this.
going
I
to
want
share with
everybody to see
Emily.
this on screen because she's going to interrupt me. This is and I don't know if this is true or not. This is the
Do you get
person making
pussy?
the allegation. I'm talking to my audience now, right? There is no conversation between Shannon and this person. And our friend here, our chain-smoking friend here, said that this is the smoking gun that proves
Can I
what
get
again?
SIGs in chats, y'all? Give me a wall
what
full of
does it prove?
SIGs, guys.
What does it prove? What does it prove? What does this prove? What's the smoking gun here? You don't
Still
know. do you?
circumstantial
Shannon,
evidence.
that
This is-
Shannon,
do you-
yeah, it
do
is.
you know
It
what
is
circumstantial
definitely
evidence is?
because of what this person released. It is still circumstantial evidence.
Ah,
but it
that's not a
proves
smoking
that.
gun. That's not a smoking gun. That's the antithesis of a smoking gun. If it's
No, it's a
circumstantial.
smoking gun. Are you not
It's
aware
not-
that people have been
a
convicted?
smoking gun is
People have
literally
been
a gun
convicted
that
on
smokes.
circumstantial evidence
This is
all
no,
the
a
time.
smoking gun is not
All the time.
No. Circumstantial evidence is not a smoking gun. It is literally the antithesis. Hence against the word smoking gun. The police found the gun in the killers, and it was smoking in front of the corpse. That's not circumstantial, is it? That is not a smoking gun. Circumstantial evidence is never a smoking gun.
It's a smoking gun to me. What's just been released is a smoking gun to me.
All right, it's a smoking gun to you. All right, this is why nobody should listen to you.
I make it clear that this is my opinion. Am I not allowed to have one?
It's your opinion. It's a smoking gun. That's fine. That means very, very different thing. That means you have absolute proof, and you don't. And this is why,
I make it clear on things that are my opinion. I make it very clear. That's what the streams are about.
You lectured yesterday, Nick, about, oh my God, people might actually believe what you say. You have an audience. Well, yeah, same thing. If you use words like smoking gun when it is circumstantial evidence,
no, do you see what I do? What I do that Nick didn't do is I link the video and I say, hey, go watch the video, decide for yourself. And I wish he had done the same. Instead of just influencing people with his opinion, I put what I'm talking about on screen so people can decide for themselves.
You did the same thing.
No, I didn't. I just said I link videos. I put the shit I'm talking about on screen, and I do it so people can decide for themselves.
All right, I say this is the smoking gun, even though it's circumstantial evidence. Decide for yourself.
A lot of money, I guess,
that's the most irresponsible shit I've ever heard in my life. And you know what's bad about this? And we've gone through this before with this Lazo situation, with the Ali Malik situation. People like you start witch hunts.
Stop! You need to stop. Taking it out on Emily.
Stop
taking it out on Emily.
Absolutely. 100% in over your head, and you're going to get somebody hurt that's innocent eventually. And that was the real criticism.
Are you seriously claiming that Shannon is innocent?
What's it? No, I'm not. I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about Shannon. I've said I don't give a fuck about Shannon. I've said clearly I don't give a fuck about Emily. This entire conversation is about your responsibility to the public now that you are pulling 2,000 people an episode. And I'm showing without a doubt that you confuse circumstantial evidence deliberately, in my opinion, with something that's completely and totally circumstantial.
I make it very clear that what we're looking at is circumstantial evidence all the time.
You don't have the fucking experience.
I also make it very clear when I'm making an assumption.
I'm not done. You don't have the experience to know when somebody comes out and says, I'll show the
How
other
do you know what my experience is? How do you know
How long have you been doing this and making money at it, sister?
What?
How long have you been doing this and making a living and paying your bills?
Never. This is not my job.
So you have no experience.
This is not my job.
So you have no experience. You have no idea what you're doing.
How do you know that I don't have experience?
You hit an algorithm wave with a bunch of people by outrage farming, and you have no idea what you're doing.
Are you upset? Are you jelly? Are you salty about it? Because you've been doing this for years, and my channel caught a wave, and you're salty about what this is about.
I can give an example. By calling this a smoking gun is not only stupid and potentially dangerous, because one day this
how is it dangerous? That's my opinion.
If somebody, if it's wrong,
that's my opinion.
If the guy's lying, did you ever consider
all
the fact?
Of the shit,
did you ever consider?
All of the
did
shit
you ever consider? Did you ever consider the guy might be telling the truth? He might
I do
be
think he's telling the truth. I believe he's telling the truth. That's the whole point.
Did you ever consider? That's not what I asked you. I know you believe it. You're dumb enough. Did you ever consider for a second that he might be misrepresenting something?
And if he is, I will make sure to stream about that.
But you called it a smoking gun!
Because I believe it is.
Oh, I believe it is. Oh, boy.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
Well, that is mental gymnastics in an unapologetic mental gymnastics in ways that I
No, you're doing mental gymnastics.
I know you won't be able to explain it because you have no idea what it means. So, I mean, just like you can't explain why I've been dishonest at all. All you can say is repeated. The no you. You are the master of the no you argument. And you know what? This drama is going to go away one day. And you're going to get hooked onto another one, right?
Wait, what'd you say?
It's just going to be a matter of fucking time. And you know what? This one might be 100% on the money.
You're so jealous, honey. Jesus.
I've seen people's lives ruined from idiots like you in your trailer park from your shitty computer.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you
Whose
mean?
life is being ruined?
Because I have experience. I've seen these. See, you outrage farm, right?
No, I don't. I talk about what I care about.
It is the lowest. I'm sure you care about it, but it's the lowest common denominator. And the fact is,
no, honey, you cater to the lowest common denominator.
You misuse words, and when you're
about
called
bullshit.
out,
You don't know what you're talking about ever.
God, when you're called out on it, you say, "Well, I believe that. That's my truth." How about this, journalist? What is the truth? You can't even explain
called
it.
myself a journalist.
You can. It doesn't matter.
Why do you keep
You're
putting
doing
shit
journalism.
into my mouth
You're doing
that I
journalism.
don't feel and that I never said?
Shithead. You're doing journalism.
No, I'm
and
not.
You could hurt somebody if you fuck this up.
I'm not
Can you agree on that?
I'm not doing journalism at all.
All right. Can you, whatever it is the fuck you want to call it, let's call it your truth, all right? Whatever it is
I'm streaming.
Do you
I'm
realize,
talking about how I feel about a situation
that
on the
if you
internet.
fuck this up and that guy's lying, that you could get somebody hurt or accused of something and jumped on and piled on if you don't have all the facts. If you're running around saying something's a smoking gun, and when you're called out on it, just when I did, say, well, I think it is, even though it's not objectively.
Do you get pussy?
Dude, I slay.
I believe it's a smoking gun.
Okay,
There's
right.
evidence that wasn't shared
publicly. Do you understand
publicly.
what I just said?
There's evidence that wasn't shared publicly. Do you not understand that?
Look. If I say I'm a fucking jet fighter, I'm not a jet fighter. All right? If I say I'm a horse, I'm still not a horse. If you say it's a smoking gun just because you want to believe it, it doesn't make it a smoking gun. Do you understand that?
So
Do
that's
you
your
understand
only problem?
that? Do you
That's your only
understand that? I'm
problem?
not going to say
That's
you're going
the
to answer the
problem.
question.
That's a lot
Do
of
you
money,
understand
I guess,
that?
for a person
That's
of
your
color.
problem that
Do
I
you
called it a
understand
smoking
that?
gun.
Do you understand
That's
that?
the problem.
Do you understand what I said?
And I'm asking you,
Do
that's
you
your only
understand? No,
problem?
you're going to answer me first, and then I'll answer your question. Do you understand what I just said?
Understand what?
Okay, Jesus Christ, do you understand when you say something like a smoking gun when it objectively isn't, and when you're called out on it, and you just say, well,
That's
it's
a lot of
circumstantial,
money, I guess,
but I
for a
think it's a
person of
smoking
color.
gun. Don't you realize that you are actually?
Why are you trying to argue with the way that I feel? It's you are sitting there having a problem with a difference of opinion.
You don't think. You don't think at all. You're a stereotypical woman in a situation where you're in over your head. And I got news for you. My wife can't stand people like you that play like this. See, she's gone her whole life trying to get away from the stereotype that women can only feel and they can't objectively think. And you think, oh, you are embarrassing the shit out of them right now.
No, you're embarrassing your wife, and you're embarrassing yourself.
I'm not embarrassing my wife. I'm not embarrassing my wife. My wife knows what the fuck I'm doing. She knows exactly what I'm doing. And she can't stand some stupid girl that doesn't understand the words that are coming out of her mouth, that doesn't understand what she's saying, what she's doing, what kind of impact on it. And when she's pinned up against the wall, you go, I feel.
No, that is not what happens at all.
You just did it.
I have a serious question for you. Can I ask you a question before we continue?
Go. I answered one. You didn't answer mine, but I'll try to answer yours.
Are you being serious, or is this just entertainment?
No, I'm not being serious. The whole thing's a big fucking joke. I asked you a serious question. I told you I was going on a convo, and all you've done is interrupt me and avoid.
No, I haven't. You have a problem with reality.
You.
You
so we have reached an impasse, have we? You'll just say anything. You'll say anything. You're not objective. It's like, God, calling people bias.
I'm objective as I can be. Have you even watched my streams?
You dangerously mince words
I'm
and say
incredibly
you have
fair.
Smoking gun is absolute proof. There's no other way around it. That's what it means. Absolute proof.
Under the circumstances, that is a smoking gun.
No, it isn't. It's not absolute. You dig that?
Listen, you disagree. That's fine.
That is not
Why is it that I can say, okay, you disagree? Cool. Why can't you say the same?
No, because
we feel differently.
It's because something it's not true. Because what you're saying is not true. You're entitled. I'm not telling you that you're not entitled to believe it.
Absolutely incredible that you are weighing in on a situation that you don't even know about.
I did not say
you don't even know the facts of the situation.
You are welcome to. You are welcome to.
Means nothing to me under the circumstances.
You are welcome to believe something is a smoking gun when it objectively isn't. You are complete. I would never take that away from you. I believe in freedom of speech and expression, but that doesn't make it true. It doesn't make it any more true that I'm going to be in the FaZe clan next week. See, do you see what I'm saying here? I'm not going to be in the FaZe Clan, and you don't have a smoking gun. Do you understand that?
Do you know the situation
no question with a question. Do you understand what I just said?
It's a smoking gun.
Did you understand what I just said? Did you understand what I just said?
Yes, and I disagree with you.
No,
do you not understand that?
How can you disagree? So I'm going to be in the FaZe Clan next week?
I'm not talking about the fucking FaZe Clan. I'm talking about whether it's a smoking gun or not.
You are completely,
Stay on
totally dishonest. You are totally dishonest. You have no idea what you're saying. You can't sit there and say something is true when it isn't. And then when you're called out and say, well, it's my truth, that's what you're doing. And then when you get an argument and you point it out, you go, no, without any kind of explanation, you are completely in over your head.
I just said, based on the series of events and what has been released by both Emily and others, it is a smoking gun.
That's not a smoking gun. That's not what a smoking gun means. You understand that? That's what you're saying is not the definition of a smoking gun. So
under the circumstances.
Under the circumstances, nothing. It's either a smoking gun. It's a binary fucking thing. Do you know what that means?
I spoke to somebody.
It's not true. It's not true because you want to believe it.
For a moment, okay? Listen to me for a moment. I spoke to a family member of mine who works in law enforcement, and based on everything that's been released, especially today, this family member told me that there is a good case that this could be prosecuted in the judicial system.
And why should I believe
you? As was released today.
It charged with what?
It depends on the state, and it depends on the laws that are in place.
Did this magical relative of yours give an actual charge?
That's a lot of money, I guess.
No.
So excuse me,
it depends on the state. It depends on the state. It depends on the precedent that has been set in the state.
All right,
based on the text laws.
Depending on what state, what charge could be filed? Did you bother to ask?
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. Exactly.
What do you mean?
What can they be charged with? You say this magical invisible person.
I just said it depends on the state.
What depends? What depends? What can you be charged with? Could be charged with murder in one state and fucking rape in the other?
It depends on a lot of different factors.
Oh, Jesus, that's weasel words. Jeez,
that's how the law works, man.
No, that doesn't. You don't know anything. You brought an imaginary person, and you can't fucking say my family member says so. That's an argument. You have proved everything I've said about you with this tale about somebody in law enforcement that you are a relative of, which we can't corroborate whatsoever. And when you're fucking called out on it, you say it depends.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
What could they be charged with? I don't know. Make something up. Use your imagination. What could they possibly be charged with? Because I'll tell you my experience. Nobody ever gets charged.
It occurred.
No, what?
It depends on the state in which it occurred.
You can't even tell me why I was dishonest. I'm starting to wonder if you even know what happened.
If you want to talk about how you were dishonest, I said put it on screen and we will discuss it.
Put what? I can't put it on screen if I don't know what it is, you genius.
For a person of color.
Put my stream on where I reacted to you.
What? No, you just said I was dishonest. And look. All right, let me tell you. You say I was dishonest and you don't explain yourself, just like you've done.
Also, you've been dishonest in this stream as well.
I'll tell you what happened in the stream because I'm not fucking dragging this out much longer. You say I'm dishonest and you don't explain yourself, not unlike you have done in this entire conversation.
Because, dude, you are so dishonest that I'm not going to waste my time without something on screen.
I'll give you $100 right now if you tell me why. $100. $100. Tell me why.
You need
visuals
on screen, or else you just go off on tangents and refuse to live in reality.
Tell me why.
So put it on screen and we shall discuss.
Tell me why I can't put it on screen if I don't know what it is.
It's an hour long.
Jesus Christ. Talk about dishonest, right, Matt?
The guy who's not Tommy. Just go to the portion of the video where he's on screen. Skip a little bit.
Do it for an hour. We already went over it.
It's an hour long.
You know, and here's another thing. You never go into it. Watched it. You don't think I prepped for this? You never say anything.
I say a lot.
You say a lot, but you don't say where I'm dishonest.
You're dishonest about my intentions. You misrepresent
how
almost everything about me.
How?
Because you keep ascribing intentions and arguments that I was never trying to make.
That would be a straw man. What did I do? You can't. That's my point.
I just told you.
You didn't. You just said I did something. You didn't give me an example why I did it.
I don't know
where I did
it.
Yeah, let's go back to what you just said. I ascribed arguments to you that you never made. Give me one.
You made a whole bunch.
One. I'll give you $100. One.
As the video continued.
One example, please.
As the video, you kept. Let me think. What was? It was so many weird fucking things.
I'm starting to think you're lying. I think you're not.
How am I lying? I'm telling you to put it on screen.
I think it's completely.
Why do you refuse?
I think it's completely plausible to think you're lying because you can't explain yourself. I think that's reasonable. You're either really dumb or you're lying.
No, dude, you just had a bunch of word salad that it's hard for me to remember without having it on screen.
So you
everything
fully
out of your mouth.
You fully admit right now that you have no idea.
Assumptions about me.
You're basically,
you kept
said. You're saying you had no idea what you're
to
talking
me
about.
That I never said.
Sweetie,
that's dishonest.
You're saying you have no idea what you're talking about. You can't give an example. You're just saying, and then when you're pointing out, you said word salad. You refuse to say it. You know why?
You did. No, okay, let me tell you this. This is what you did. Almost everything that you were accusing me of, you were actively doing.
What did I accuse you of?
Motives I didn't have. Trying to make points I didn't make.
But what's the name? One of the motives?
Put it on screen,
what?
Dude.
Put what on screen? I can't go through it out. That's a completely ridiculous thing.
You argue dishonestly.
You are, yeah. And you know what? No, you argue dishonestly because you can't either remember or it didn't happen. And I'm on much firmer ground on that because you are incapable of explaining yourself.
I'll put it on screen. Do you want me to put it on screen?
Tell me what fuck. Give me the timestamp that you refuse to give me
for
almost an hour now.
I'll put it on screen so I can control it. I'll put it on screen so I can control it.
But then I can't see it. So how fair is that?
But you'll be able to hear it. Isn't that all that matters?
No, it's not. You have to. This is why I wanted to do it through Discord.
Okay, then you control it. If you want to control it,
all right, give me the timestamp.
Oh, okay.
All we need is a timestamp.
All we need for literally an hour. All we need is a timestamp.
Why can't you just go to the video and skip about? Hold on.
It's an hour long of just.
She's the one that's dishonest.
Do you get pussy?
Dude, I slay.
It's always the same.
Hey, I'm
not going to repeat them. I told you examples. I'm not going to repeat them. She never even gave me one. She just says me dishonest. Says you're bankrupt. There's nothing to back it up. She's got to fucking slazzo somebody. That's my point with this whole thing, folks. She's going to slazzo somebody.
I'm going to be right back, Tommy.
Have fun.
Okay. Can you hear it?
No. This doesn't work that way. You don't have the tech to do this. That's why I wanted to get you in Discord. And I'm not going to yell at you.
No. I'm going to tell you the timestamp and then you put it on screen.
Exactly.
Right?
Oh my god. Yes.
No, that's what we decided.
Do it.
You told me to tell you the timestamp. That's what I'm doing.
Give me the timestamp. Give me the number.
I am. Hold on. I'm finding it. Okay, hold on.
This sucks. I can't have this. I got people giving me money to do this, and you're just like you're holding up the whole thing, trying to find something that probably doesn't exist.
What are you talking about, Nick again? What are you talking about, Nick again?
Wait, I'm not talking about anything. I'm waiting for the timestamp, you liar. You said you were going to give me a timestamp. You refused to do it.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Hold on, give me a second.
Well, here's the problem. I got people donating and being part of this show, and I don't do this dead air horse shit. I do this for a living. And it's not fair that you can hold up my whole show because you can't come up with an argument or a timestamp.
Start at...
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Start at 1:15
1:15.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, and I would
for a
suggest
person of color.
you speeding it up, and let's just watch it through and pause at each point.
I only can do the audio this far. You'll be able to hear it clearly, though. Okay, I'm
Now
starting at
Okay.
1:15:04. Is that okay?
Yeah, just start,
All
and
right,
I would
here we go.
speed it up and pause at every point.
No, I don't have to speed it up. We can clear. I hate that. I want it clear for everybody and
Okay.
the audience too. So you'll be able to hear it. If you have any problems hearing it at any time, please tell me.
It's taking.
Yeah, it is a fallacy. All right, if it's biased, point out what's wrong with it. Oh my God, that's the same argument I've been making all day. If he's just saying shit to say shit to defend her, and she's wrong.
No, he seemed biased against Emily, and I didn't understand why. Why did he
That's a
choose
lot of money, I guess,
to
for a
be
person
so
of color.
callous? First of all, he didn't even watch her video in its entirety before he started demeaning it. Like, oh my God.
Wrong, Nick would almost naturally be speaking bullshit, and it should be very easy to debunk, which obviously it can't be. She's just outraged by it.
Side, I'm openly saying that she probably did all the lol cow shit.
Yeah.
She's schizo posting on forums pretending to be other people. There's a 99% chance that's true. And I openly
Wait, how
said that
do you
she went
not
around
see
telling
that?
people in private to not defend her. So I don't understand where you
Yeah,
think
I
I'm
know, but
taking
actually-
Shannon's side.
No, I read those out, but I'm talking about against Emily Artful. How do you not see that as a puzzle piece, as pattern of behavior?
Because he's not stupid. I mean, Jesus. I mean, like, how did you understand why I say that's stupid, right?
No, explain.
Because if one thing's true, it doesn't automatically mean you have proof for the other thing.
Yeah, no, but it means it could be
But so how
true,
is
and
it
pattern
so-
of behavior matters
Well,
a whole
but
lot.
That's not airtight, though. That's just
I'm not saying I never said it was.
Yeah, but no. What do you mean? You're the one running around saying smoking guns and shit.
Yeah, today.
You're basically
today is a
telling
whole
him-
new day.
What you're telling
At this
and
point,
by the way, this has nothing
new
to do with
evidence
me.
had not come out.
You're telling
Today's
him
a new day.
because he doesn't make the connection or feel the way you
He
do.
didn't
That's a lot
even
of money,
watch
I
the
guess,
video,
for a person
homie.
of color.
He didn't watch the whole video.
Oh God, we've already went through this. He stopped halfway
Because that's
fucking
the whole
through,
point.
and he stopped halfway through. He has every right to watch the video and criticize it as it's going on. Every right in the world.
But dude, do you not? That was so dishonest of you to blame me for why he didn't finish. That happened 24 hours prior. My stream where I was criticizing his tweets,
But I know
that was a whole
I'm not
day
blaming
later.
you. I think it's an absolutely bad faith fucking argument. He had time to finish it, and you're sitting there.
You said that to me in the beginning of the stream. You tried to blame me.
He stopped it to
You
talk
tried
to
to blame me
How about
for
this?
why he didn't
Two can play
finish.
at this game. How can you sit there and call him names without allowing him to fucking finish it? I mean, that's the same stupid argument. You didn't.
I asked him on stream, did you finish it? He said, still no.
And then you talked anyway. And
What
then
is
you
that?
used,
What do you
and then
mean?
this is what makes it so crappy. He said, no, I didn't watch the whole thing yet. And you accepted him as a guest on your stream. And then you used against him that he didn't finish it.
Because that's a problem. How are you going to judge something that you haven't
It's
watched?
a problem to sit there and be aware that he hadn't finished it and use that argument that he hadn't finished it and willingly have a conversation with him. Wouldn't it have been a little smarter to let him finish it and I'll talk to you when you're done? No, because that would have taken your only fucking argument
If
away
he
from
had
you.
said that to me, Tommy, if he had said to me, hey, let me finish. I agree. I should have finished it before I made a judgment. I would have said, okay, finish it. We'll talk after that. That's not what he said to me.
Yeah, but I know, but that's the thing. That's the
So
only
how the
thing.
fuck is that my fault?
It's not your fault. It's the fact that
So then
you
what the
stopped.
fuck are you talking
You were
about?
well aware that he stopped it to talk to you, yet you still
Yeah, that
chose
was
to
the problem.
You still chose to use it against him.
Do you
And
he
that
didn't
is
stop
the
trying to
definition.
blame me
That is
for
the
why he
definition.
stopped
No, I'm
watching the
blaming you.
video.
I'm saying you're
He
just
kept saying he stopped watching the video because he didn't care and he wasn't
what did we
interested.
find out about the last 30 minutes of the video? There is more. There's no meat and potatoes, like you said. You said there's meat and potatoes there, and there's none.
Yeah, there is.
No,
That's
there
where
isn't.
all
You
the
can't
meat
name
and
it.
potatoes
We're not
were.
going this route again. You can't name it. And you agreed
Because
with
it's a
Matt.
lot,
You
dude.
agreed with
It's a
Matt that it was
lot.
all circumstantial when he was on here
Almost
before.
all of the evidence is
What
circumstantial.
evidence?
I've
And
never
this is
said
what I'm talking
otherwise.
about. What
It's all
evidence?
circumstantial.
Name
There's
one
no
thing.
smoking gun.
There's no smoking gun. There's nothing.
The smoking gun occurred today. I did not say that
The
yesterday.
smoking gun didn't occur
I said
today
that
because
today.
you said it was circumstantial. Circumstantial and smoking gun. That's like you're saying
Here we go
somebody's
again.
big and small and tall at the same time. You're
No,
literally
it's not.
saying that.
No, it's not at all.
Yes, it
no,
is.
it's not. And
You
it's
have-
based
you
on a
have no
conversation
command
I
language
had with law
whatsoever.
enforcement.
You'll say absolutely anything, and when you're pinned down, you'll play the my truth game, which is exactly what you've
It's
done
not
here
about
today.
my
And
truth.
where?
This
okay.
is
Where
based
is
on
the
the evidence
timestamp
that you're
where
unaware of.
I lie? Where is the timestamp where I'm dishonest? You don't know where it is, and I think, and you only have 1
Dude,
minute.
the entire time you were
have
dishonest.
1
That's why I
minute-
want to watch it.
1 minute to find where I
Dude,
slandered
listen,
you.
do you want to know
in
why
any
it's
way.
hard to
I
pin
don't
down a
want- I don't want
timestamp?
to change
Because you were
topics constantly.
dishonest the entire time.
You have 1 minute to show where
You were
I
dishonest
was
the entire time.
Okay, no, you have 1 minute to show me one example.
It's the entire thing, dude.
Entire thing. So you can't explain yourself.
It's the assumptions
whole
you were
thing,
making
Nat.
about me based on nothing.
Based
The
on what
assumptions you made based on Emily
What do you
based
mean? I
on
made
nothing.
assumptions based on what you said. I paused the video and told you why you were wrong, which is more than you've done for me.
Why did you feel the need to make those assumptions about Emily? That if somebody
Well,
did
I'll
sit
tell you
down
what,
and pick
my
apart her
assumption
video,
about
that they
Emily,
would
I don't
definitely
care
find
about
lies
Emily.
in it.
You know why? You know why? Because when she was in, and I'm going to give you, this is what I'm asking of you, because when she was in when she was in your chat, she said that Nick sounded a lot like her ex-boyfriend. Her ex-boyfriend being probably the guy you have the most evidence on and being a complete piece of crap. Okay, that is, what does she have? 500,000 subs, Matt?
Emily Artful?
Yeah. She's like
400,000, I think.
400,000 subs. That was a sneak attack. And listen,
No, it wasn't.
if
No, it
I'm
wasn't
done.
at all.
No.
Nick
That's how you
said-
swing your
Nick
audience,
said-
and you don't know what
Nick-
you're talking
Nick
about
said
because
the
you're
same
brand new.
type of
Shut
thing.
up!
He
Shut the
said
fuck
the
up!
similar
Shut the
thing
fuck
in
up and let me
different
finish!
language.
Shut the fuck up!
She was
You want
very
to shut the
specific.
fuck up!
She was
Shut
very
up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
She
Shut up!
said
Shut up! Shut up!
his
Shut up!
worldview,
Shut up! Shut up!
he
Shut
reminds
up!
me
Shut
of
up and
just
let me
wanting to
finish.
watch
You
the
don't want
world
me to
burn.
talk.
She was very specific.
Emily has. I'm gonna
So
fucking.
to
I'm
try
gonna
to
silence her for a
reach
minute.
and
All
try
right,
to
I'm
make
gonna
it
put- I'm
into, she's
done.
calling him
So
a rapist.
I'm going to
You're just
explain why I
being
don't
fucking
buy
dishonest.
Emily. I am cutting her off. All
You're
right?
being dishonest.
No, I can't even fucking explain myself. How you can't?
No.
You can't even explain
Every
yourself.
time I try to
don't
talk,
buy-
you go.
I don't buy Emily because if she put a video in
Based on what?
Let me finish. I don't buy Emily.
You're a problem.
Be-
Do you know that? You're not even entertaining
you
about
won't
it.
let me talk,
You're not
you
funny.
stupid
You're
broad.
not intelligent.
You're dumb as a fucking brick.
You need
and
to
you're
work
gonna
it
drive
out.
some poor guy
This
who is
is why
grave
your
early.
channel is
Your
not
husband's
doing
going
well.
to die at
Are
50
you aware
years
of
old
this?
because you can't shut up. You're just going on and on and on. And it's just enough to make any man want to blow his fucking brains out. Boy, at least you get a good stream out of that. My God, let me finish. Thank you. I don't buy Emily's story because when
Why?
Nick was in the chat, when Nick was in the
Do you get
chat,
pussy?
That's your
That wasn't
donation.
her.
That's the donation.
that
That's
wasn't
the
her.
donation.
All right, I don't buy Emily's
Simmer
story.
down, bro.
Shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch! I can't believe you made me say that. God,
I can handle
shut
it.
the
I'm not a
fuck
child.
up! I don't buy Emily. At least she's lost a lot of credibility with me because when it was in. Get her fucking out of here, that fucking cunt! Get out! Bye! I'm done with you.
God.
Bye. Oh, I can't deal with it. I've never treated a woman like that on the air that I wasn't joking around with. Oh, she
Are
would.
we done?
All right, I threw her out. I can't take it. It's just a circular conversation anyway.
You banged the keyboard and you typed in the chat.
That's a lot of
In the
money, I
Discord
guess.
chat.
for a
My
person of
fucking
color.
God. I don't buy Emily's. I'm going to get this out one way or another. Don't you interrupt me. I don't buy Emily's story because when she saw Nick goofing on her video, she immediately compared him to the dude in the video who's pretty scummy, I admit, right? I know as a YouTuber, and I've seen it, that was a way to swing at Nick. If she is that quick to exaggerate on the spot, it is completely plausible that she exaggerated in her
Do you get
video.
pussy?
Dude, I slay.
From Bobax, let me speak. So that's why I don't buy her story. Does it mean she's not telling the truth? Does it mean that she doesn't have something that's legitimate against Creepshow art? No, but it definitely kills her credibility. And you know what? I think her credibility has been totally destroyed. I do a stupid show. She just talks over you. She didn't want me to say that.
That's a
and
lot
she
of money.
Knew
I
I was
guess,
going to
for
say
a
just
person of
that.
color.
If she freaked out over Nick, it's completely plausible. Thanks to your entertainment, you're dying. All right, great. It is completely and totally plausible that she rushed the video, made a mistake, and/or exaggerated. I don't think she's credible. I don't think anybody in the T community is credible, and I don't think that this story is anything other than what it seems. Creepshow is probably just a rotten friend, and they've tried to turn.
Do you get pussy?
Dude, I slay.
That I'm gonna have to change that because I actually
I was just about to say that you're gonna have to change that donation.
I'm gonna have to change that. Why don't you buy your story? Fuck you.
All right, so I'm guessing the debate is done, right?
Well, it was a debate. Let's talk.
The conversation.
No, she didn't do that to Nick.
Oh, she knew what she was doing.
She didn't do that
trying
to
get
Nick.
understand.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a
Thank
person
you,
of color.
Tipster. I hope I earned that.
You want to take calls?
No, she did. She had a back and forth conversation with Nick. And every time I went to explain myself, she would interrupt.
You notice how cordial it started,
and
then as soon
she didn't answer one question, not one.
Yeah.
She changed the subject or answered a question with a question. This is the person that's going to be the next drama queen. Holy fuck! Let's go.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
My God, thanks so much, TJ Screwdriver. Fearless Soldier, you're on the air.
Holy fuck, that was great.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy that because I really didn't want to call her a bitch, but it just fucking, I mean, it was just
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
Bro, I've debated communists that were more fucking intelligent.
Absolutely. I've debated fucking, Nazis and communists that were more reasonable or talk to them.
Yeah. Bro, between the ad hominem attacks, the disingenuous arguments with unfounded accusations, like
I know. I mean, she's out there making unfounded accusations, and she can't find the accusation she made against me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like
she couldn't explain one of them. Well,
you're being dishonest. Where was I being dishonest? Well, it's not my job to tell you. Pull up the stream and watch the whole thing.
My God.
It's like the fucking people on Twitter, and it's like, they call you a fucking Nazi, and it's like, how am I being racist or whatever? And they go, well, it's not my job to educate you.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. My fucking God. It's my job. You don't have a point. No, you don't have a point.
Exactly. Bro, and
you know
listen,
what the worst thing? You know what the worst thing about this? And you're gonna think I'm crazy. She's talented.
Oh yeah,
she has an absolute future.
She's an entertainer.
Yeah, she has an absolute future in this business. And if the picture if the picture I saw of her is legit, and she's around the same age and looks the same, the sky's the fucking limit. I mean, she's got it. Here's what you need when you're doing radio. She's doing stream. You need an interesting voice. Well, everybody makes fun of her voice. Everybody makes fun of my laugh or the way I talk. That's here's the thing about having a crazy voice. You are instantly like what is this person? What are they doing? Yeah, she'll be fine.
Exactly.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were just.
What I think,
and we're gonna have I mean, this is like, it's a more infuriating Deaf Noodles.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person.
It really is.
My God.
But what I always find so fucking infuriating about all this, like, you can tell they don't really care about victims.
Yeah, no.
Like this whole thing, it's like, listen, if you care about the victim, shut the fuck up, let them speak. Don't draw the fucking spotlight on yourself.
I would say that about her fans. I don't know about I don't get that vibe from her that she doesn't care. I just think she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about.
She kind of walked into this, right? She's just starting to get attention,
She wants that's why I'm thinking though. Like, I think that this whole thing was to boost her numbers, to get more attention.
I don't know. I don't think.
I disagree.
I disagree.
I mean this stream. The point of her going on this stream.
Maybe.
She actually said she was a fan at one point. So,
I don't buy that. Because she didn't know what state I was from. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. I don't think. I don't think. I don't get that vibe from her that she doesn't care. I just think she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. I don't know. I don't get that vibe from her that she doesn't care. I just think she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. I don't buy that. Because she didn't know what state I was from. I don't believe it. I said what? I said that like 500,000 times. What did fucking... dude, I'm completely confused on the Emily thing. Don't worry, we weren't talking about Emily today. By the way, Muda.
Muda is saying drag me in.
Oh, well, yeah. Get out of here,
Have a go, man.
Hey, Battle, you gotta get out of here. Fucking million sub YouTubers here. Talk to you later.
Hey, Nick.
Bye-bye.
Hey, what's up? I want to hear her definition of fascism. I feel like that would be an interesting.
Yeah, she doesn't know. No, I almost feel bad for her there. Ladies and gentlemen, the very great Mudahar.
What's up, guys? What's up? So
I'm sweating my nuts off.
Dude, I missed this entire thing, so I've been looking into this whole like creep show art thing.
We're not even talking about that, though. We're not talking about creep show art.
No, but you were looking at the Emily shit, weren't you? Because that's what your chat's all about.
Like yes and no. Like I don't know. I think it's just a bunch of circumstantial nonsense. I'm sure she has the right to put it out. I don't think it's as strong or is evidence as she says it. And most of the video really has to do with her ex-boyfriend, who is now Creep Show Art's boyfriend. It really doesn't. Yeah. There's no direct evidence to tie it. Now, here's like if Cigarette Breath was fucking smart, this is the one Achilles heel. I'm going to tell everybody the Achilles heel of my entire argument right now. All right, it's real simple. Is it plausible? Is it a little implausible to believe if this guy was doing all the shit that Emily claims he's doing? What are the odds that that Creep Show Art wasn't aware? That is an almost impossible fucking thing to go back from, other than saying, well, I don't believe it. I don't believe she would do that. Therefore, if anybody that made an argument against me, I would lose it. Like, that's the one Achilles heel she had. Like, is it reasonable to say? I mean, if I was stalking Emily at the level that she claims she's being stalked at, oh, there is just no way that my wife wouldn't figure it out. No way on earth.
But I watched that video and she like stated that one thing about the I'm trying to remember. It was like some 10-year-old kid or like some 15-year-old kid whose computer had all this stalking evidence, I guess.
Yeah.
Was that like
did she produce it?
This whole thing, dude, trying to figure out a timeline to this is so out of it.
How about this? It's
do you get pussy?
Dude, I slay.
It's so convoluted that it can be reasonably dismissed. Is that fair?
Okay, so I have this thing from a computer standpoint, right? Like all the evidence she gave, right, regarding those IP addresses and like fucking.
Oh yeah, I want to hear you in this. Oh yeah.
So my whole thing, the reason I'm doing a video is because like Creep Show Art, like on her thing said like the hacker spoofed the IP address, which is complete bullshit. I'm just gonna call it out on that one. 100%. I'll explain why. I know Nick, you do IT work, so you know what I'm gonna talk about in the next 5 minutes. The whole idea of her like spoofing fucking like or anybody spoofing IP addresses is bullshit, because you'd have to like fucking malform packets or whatever, your data packets going out, and usually your ISP will handle that. Like it'll filter that bullshit out. So the idea of like somebody spoofing your IP address isn't something that would happen so much these days. So it's kind of a weird.
Can I objectively say that the harassment definitely became at least within that house of that IP address? There's no possible way that it could.
Well. So the thing is, right? Like, you know how LolCow like outed her, right?
Yeah.
So the thing is, if LolCow was to out her, the entire idea is that the IP address is static, right? Basically, they were able to pinpoint each post to a correlating IP address. Now, if you had a static IP address in that situation, sure, okay, you could say that specific address in that area.
My old ISP, when I was living in New Jersey, we didn't have static IPs. We issued new IPs.
Some ISPs do that. My ISP gives a static one for me. Some do a dynamic, so every time you replug your modem, they'll give you a fresh one out of a range.
I worked at DSL in the late 90s, and the only way you get a static IP is if you actually ordered it. We actually charged people for it back in those days.
Yeah.
And
that would be like if you had like I most likely have a static IP because I have more of a higher tier connection, so I think it's like directly to me. You know what I mean? I'm not part of a node.
Well, you know, businesses wanted the static IP because apparently.
Muda, can I ask you one question? Because I genuinely don't know the answer. And I watched Emily's video, and she said she was able to IP trace them directly to a library. Everything I know about IP is that it's like a general area. I don't think this is.
Yeah, it's a general area. Absolutely.
You pinpoint a library like directly.
No, you're absolutely right, because if you do an IP trace on somebody, right, like you would be able to get the data center location. So the closest you can ever get with an IP trace, right, is like the exact center where that IP is. So like, let's say that it was in San Jose, for instance, right? You may be able to get like where the location of that specific data center was in that part of San Jose, but you wouldn't get like the fucking doorstep of that. Okay, like, you know what I mean? You wouldn't get the exact doorstep or like the finite range.
It was like, we
that's
knew they're homeless, so we were able to trace it to a fucking like a library. I don't know. I turned my brain off at some.
You would never be able to get the IP ad. That's the fucking weird thing. You would never be able to get the whatever your private investigator will say. Like, if I got you the fucking library, they're never gonna get you that area. They're never gonna fucking do that shit.
Computers,
so people here are saying, I heard Lolcow got Shannon's IP through cookies. The reality of it is her IP would have been given the moment she posts onto that website. You could probably check your logs immediately. So it's not like
but you also
them getting an IP isn't hard. Oh, she said city, not library. Cecil says.
If it comes from a library,
I could have sworn the video doesn't have transcript for some reason, so I can't zoom to it. But I could have sworn there was a whole point about Shannon being homeless, and we traced it to a library. Let me try to find it. One second.
I think the guy mentioned that they went to a library like 9 o'clock a.m. Like they got food and then they went to a library, set up and worked. As far as I know.
But even it's a library, that's still. I mean, it's strong if it's a library like close to where they live. But
here's what I'm going to say about the final thing on IPs. Yeah. Like, you know how you said San Jose and Oregon? That's as close as you're getting to a location, right? Like, if you took my IP address and you pinged me, you would get the entire region of Toronto. That's a big fucking region. San Jose is a big region. How are you going to, you know what I mean? Like, and anybody from San Jose could fuck with you. I mean, if your family is from San Jose and your wife is from San Jose.
So you're saying you only have the IP of the ISP. You're not like when I think of the IP, I'm thinking the IP that's like that all my devices on the subnet are connected to. So you're saying,
well, that's your external facing, yeah. That's the only one that they would get. They never get your internal address unless you were fucking hacked. Like, Shannon would have been better if she said that my computer was hacked instead of I was IP spoofed. You know, like if your computer was hacked, understandable.
We're in a post John Swan world.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely don't trust anything she says. Like, there's so much.
If you don't know anything about computers, why would your like go-to excuse be like they stole my IP? Like, I don't know. If I was Shannon, I would have just said, "That's not my IP."
Yeah, I feel like she watched a Hollywood movie and she threw that out there. But it's such a like. The thing is, you're right, because it's such a.
Did you see what she did though? A few days earlier, she changed her banner to like a hacker background, and she said she was hacked. Like a few days before all of this dropped, she changed her channel banner to a hacker thing. Like, nobody believed her the minute this shit dropped.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There was, I mean, I don't know if you know about this. She went to like her closer friends, like people she actually talks to on a daily basis or whatever, and just told them like, "Don't go to bat for me."
Wow.
So I mean, like, we didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, by the time that got to me, I was like, "Well, thanks for not John Swanning me and lying."
Yeah, I mean, the whole reason we're doing the stuff we are now is because it's the way they're going with it now, especially with this Emily video. It has all the makings of the insanity of the anti-O thing, and you can tell by the person I was arguing with. I mean, they think like an anti-O. That's
my thing about it is like, listen, I believe Emily. I just think that entire community has no fucking idea what they talk about with the computer. So it's like it's so hard to pinpoint who's right and who's wrong in the situation.
It's so
like. I trust. Listen. I'm not. I don't. I trust Emily. Like I heard her fear in her voice in that video. I don't think you're faking that shit. But like towards the end of the video, when you got to the whole idea of like, this is all the evidence that I have. She went from like she blurred out an IP address, right? Which is okay, fine. There's no point to that because I can't see anything. And then she started mentioning things like this is what my Mac says. This is the day this image was created. This is the day it was modified. Like. You all know you can go onto the date and time settings, set it to that date, and then create a file, and it'll just stomp it on that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like it doesn't immediately prove the point to me, right? Like, maybe I'll give you credit. You're not smart enough to do that, but fuck, if you're smart enough to team up with a private investigator that's giving you an IP phishing link, maybe you're smart enough to fucking alter the date and time. I don't know. It's still circumstantial. Like, if my philosophy is, I look at this non-biased. Like, if it was to go to a courtroom, this shit would get thrown the fuck out. There would be no winners. You know, like prosecution doesn't have enough to work with.
Bro? Creepshow Art needs to go to jail.
That's a lot
I
of
saw
money, I
that
guess,
one.
for-
Yeah, I know. I just heard
Wait,
about
Tommy,
that.
can you do me a
Did you
favor?
know? Did you
Look up
know?
Rich
Did you
Lux
know
Creepshow
that
Art.
Cigarette
Don't play the
Breath
video.
has a relative that's a cop, and he said that she can go to jail for something, but she doesn't know what it is. But it's only in some states and not others.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's really fucking
Yeah.
intuitive there. Tommy, can you just pull up on screen? Don't actually like click on it, but look up Rich Lux Creepshow Art.
Oh, this guy is so sad.
You need to see that
fuck.
fucking thumbnail, dude.
All right.
Like I literally wrote John.
That's
I'm like,
on.
I'm sorry, dude. Next time you do something absolutely insane, I'll just make one of these and I'll give you half the money. Like holy shit.
So art. I've never even spoken to Shen. Creepshow was Rich Lux. Creepshow Art. Do we click on the video?
No, just the thumbnail. Literally just the thumbnail.
I got to show. All right, then let me look it on here. Creepshow Art is canceled.
Look at him. He's got a tissue.
Oh my god.
She tried to
This
destroy me.
this guy's a T channel, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing, man. When you got those motherfuckers vouching for you, it's the saddest day in hell, dude.
Well, here's a Creepshow art. Here's a Creepshow art video from a year ago. Rich Lux is gross, and
wow, dude, he got her back.
Dude.
He got her back. That's another thing. Like I don't buy all these these
So
people.
my thing is, guys, like Shannon has been like pretty key on defending herself when she's in the right. She's abnormally fucking quiet now. Like, you think she's just got a lawyer or something? You think she's handling this like the right way? I
wonder. It crossed my
she's
mind.
rocking back and forth in her
It crossed
room.
my mind, but you know,
that or she's on other accounts pretending to do something else.
Wait, no, actually, she's been all over the internet. She's this account, this account, this
I
account.
can't wait till somebody gets. I actually I don't think that's going to happen, Muda. But you know, and let me tell you something. In my fantasy world, and it does. I can't wait to hear the streams. That she can't sue. She's not allowed to do that. You know, I'm looking forward to those streams. She can't do that. She's not allowed to do that. Everybody's going to become a fucking lawyer. Oh God! I mean,
she's gathering all of her. I mean, listen, guys in the chat, understand if fucking Emily made 2 hours worth of these damning lies with all this fucking really damning shit and allegations, that's a clear-cut lawsuit right there. Like, motherfucker, there's lawyers. Every lawyer would take the shit pro bono. I mean, with that amount of allegations, so.
Oh, I mean, God,
you know,
the allegations got all the way to CP.
Oh my God, what the fuck? Actually, I thought about that before I hit the bed, Nick. That could be a thing.
The allegations got all the way to CP.
Yeah, dude, no one cares about the lolcow stuff because Creepshow is Emily.
Oh.
I saw a 4-hour video on it that didn't make very many points.
Did she make fun of you guys on LolCow, by the way? Did you guys find out that you were...
No, but Edwin was in the closet.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person.
Damn.
D'Angelo Wallace got it too. People were like, so I was watching somebody's video. They're like, she even had the balls to go after legendary YouTuber D'Angelo Wallace. I'm like, wow, they're blowing him so hard.
Didn't she say they also said
has he spoken out about this? Has D'Angelo?
I don't think so. This seems a little lowbrow for him.
Yeah. I mean, D'Angelo's been around for a minute. He's got to know that like half the people that he works with that he calls YouTube friends probably hate his guts anyway. I mean, he's been in this business for a minute.
Do you think it's true? People are saying that like people pretend to like D'Angelo Wallace in that community because they're scared of him.
I like D'Angelo Wallace, unironically.
I like his videos.
Yeah.
He seems like a chill guy. I watch a few of his streams.
Can I answer that? I could believe that. Because I believe the Turkey Tom thing 2 years ago had everything to do with not, minorities under threat by the Turkey Thomism. I think that had everything to do with he was going to make a video on the Raid Shadow Legends craze, and Tom beat him to it, and he got mad.
You really think
yes,
that's
I do.
like?
No, I mean, I do have any proof of it. No, yeah,
Raid?
I think he's that. He strikes me as that petty. Yeah. Do I have any proof?
Could
no.
be. That's
he strikes me as that petty.
I would say he's one of the more powerful commentary channels, right?
Yeah,
like, now he is. He wasn't back then.
He wasn't back.
Yeah,
then.
but now I'm saying that's why
it wasn't
like dude, we were going with me, Tom, and Tommy were going after D'Angelo Wallace when he had 100K. A year later,
a lot of money.
1 million some guys looking down at us like,
yeah, no kidding.
Fuck you, dudes.
Yeah, but here's another thing about D'Angelo. That other YouTubers that we went up against, he is not stupid.
Oh, he's extremely smart. Yeah.
Most of the people we deal with are like, Elvis the Alien stupid.
Well, dude, he made like art community drama videos and shit like that. And, like it was all this kind of shit that I didn't care about. I didn't find him interesting and stuff like that. But once he started making like mainstream commentary, I thought his videos were structured well and stuff like that. I like the dry delivery.
He expressed it as I'm going to kind of delve into this right now. Why would you just delve into the Turkey Tom situation if you weren't fucking irritated by the fact that, you know, Turkey Tom, you know, you had the idea that and then you went to go do it and you found out Tom did it first. Like now I'm gonna go to this side of the commentary. Yeah, he acted really nonchalant about it. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna fucking clean up. But what ended up, he got into it and then he kind of left.
Hey Tommy, I think when you like hit something, you might have hit your mic. It's just a little low.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. By the way, Muda, I do gotta warn you.
Check.
If you say anything negative, even remotely, about this video, you're gonna be called a rape apologist at the end of time.
Yeah, but it's always the T-channel dipshits. Yeah, it's always the T-channel dipshits. Who cares?
Well, in fairness to what's her face, she didn't do that to me. Thank God.
Wait. So somebody yelled at you? I heard that. Like you're a terrible person because you disagreed, Nick?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. So, so first things first, I came out saying I didn't really understand like why everyone was like creaming over that video, because I thought it was pretty disjointed. I thought there were like a lot of emotional arguments and stuff, not as much evidence as I would have liked, and it was a long drawn out 2-hour video that really was next to a bunch of stuff she obviously did on LOLcow that we already condemned her for and said she sucked. So like, I mean, all right, it doesn't really mean much for me. I'm moving right along. And then I started getting all those comments and stuff like that. Admittedly, I then cracked a joke, which people are extremely mad about now. I took her original post, like, you know, the one where she like established all the stuff with like Creepshow, all the accusations against her, right? And then I remade it, but I made it about Bo Blacks, and then my evidence was a tweet that I photoshopped, and it was a meme, right? It got like 300 likes or whatever. So they turned around and said that was rape apology, that I was insulting her sexual assault. But here's the problem. The actual tweet itself was all about her accusing Shannon of stalking her and everything like that. There was no sexual assault there because it didn't mention anything about sexual assault. Unless, like, I don't know, Creepshow raped somebody. I have no idea. Maybe that could be the case, but I don't think there's any evidence backing that one up. In her tweet, she just mentioned Shannon. But when the video comes out, I'm sure like you've seen it already. It's Shannon, but also Shannon's boyfriend. Like, that wasn't, like, part of the big wall of text on the tweet. That's what, like, I'm making fun of it because I think that, like, she advertised the video as one thing and then threw a switch and then proved most of the video that it was, at least mostly. Like, I think there's a stronger connection to the boyfriend than there was.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And then it's just like, what did Shannon know and when did Shannon know it? And it's just a lot of vagaries and a lot of stuff like that.
I feel like when I got to the end of that video and they started throwing this like fucking 15-year-old kid who was like a 10-year-old mastermind or something, then I just almost lost.
That was literally John Swan.
I was like, bro, they're reaching with me on this one. Christ.
The 12-year-old autistic kid returned.
I know, Jesus Christ, yeah.
That's the thing. The point of this argument today wasn't to say Creepshow didn't do it. It's just that there's not enough evidence to show that she did it. That's
yeah.
And everyone's kind of arguing back that, like, you know, saying crazy stuff about us, but no, it's just...
It's like, we've never called her a liar. We've never said her video is false. We've just said that it's not a great video, super disjointed. I will say that a lot of the things that were posted on Twitter after the fact were probably should have been in the video.
And also,
we're good. Like, that's better stuff on after that.
And someone just came out corroborating Emily's story, saying he knew Creepshow when they were younger, and it still doesn't show any concrete evidence.
Jesus Christ! I mean, like, that was the whole thing with the smoking gun part. It's like it's just his side of the DMs, and he says more are coming, and we've dealt with more are coming in the past. They almost never do.
More coming was Emily Artful. I mean, like, when that first thing dropped, it was like, all right, well, we know all about this, like, this stuff about Creepshow, but now Creepshow is like getting linked to child pornography, stalking, harassment, death threats to children and stuff like that. And I'm like, all right, that sounds crazy, but there's no screenshots here. So this is either a complete nothing burger or a huge videos about the drop. And it was kind of a little
that's a weird thing about that whole video that just threw me for a loop, man, because like she keeps mentioning the idea of like Shannon said, or like hinted towards, you know what I mean? She like hinted towards like actually holding on to illicit material. I'm like, okay, that's a really big claim. And then we jump on to like, yeah, but they copied my YouTube titles and thumbnails. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like
yeah,
they were just long drawn out segments talking about how like the ex-boyfriend is like fantasizes about shooting up schools.
Which you could never prove.
It's just like, I don't know. There was a lot of like, I don't want to use the word poisoning the well because I don't think. I mean, I think that sounds kind of insensitive.
Well, no. That's probable considering what she did to you.
Oh yeah,
that is poisoning the well.
Just let me predate what you're going to say, that she apologized for this already.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I was arguing with this girl that Tommy just had a debate with, she's in the comments saying that I remind her of Anthony and I want to watch the world burn. So what do we know about
That's
Anthony?
poisoning the well. That is like the definition.
Muda, can you name 3 things that we know about Anthony based off that video? I'll do it for you. 1, that he's an alleged rapist. 2, that he's going to shoot up a school. Or 3, he's the kind of guy who drive across the country and fucking murder someone. So which one of those characteristics makes you think of me?
Yeah. It's just hyperbole.
That's a real nice fucking comment to say. Thanks for comparing me like to your fucking abuser.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the thing, and I think that lends against her credibility. If she was that quick to give an emotional response and then put a video together in 2 hours, which is nothing to brag about, why, if she exaggerated in that scenario, is it probable that she exaggerated in the video? That not all of it might be true. Some of it might be a giant exaggeration.
That's another thing. Everything could be true, but it could be a skewed perspective.
Well, here's another thing too. Like, people that tell the truth also lie at the same time, or they justify the lies. Like, look, this happened. I was really victimized about this person. If I say this part that adds a little more sprinkles to the ice cream, it really doesn't matter. I can justify it because it actually happened, and that's what her whole video feels like to me.
Oh, the other thing with this video is, and no one has been able to give me an answer to this, because I think that like there is no answer to this. Why is the video the way that it is? Well, she made this in 48 hours, Nick. What do you expect? Who told her to release this in 48 hours? Well, she was afraid that people would think she was photoshopping stuff if it took any longer. That's a weird.
That's a weird response.
But sure. But like, who told you to tweet without any evidence? Like, where is the time for? Like, why couldn't you have made the tweet with the video a week later? Like, where's the expectation then? Like, I mean, there's no time frame on this. So, I mean, just like, you could have just admit it. Like, I don't know. It was a bad idea. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I get it. The video has 1 million views. A lot of people really like it. A lot of people are really fixated that I don't like it, but it's just like, nobody forced you to make the tweet the day you made it. Nobody forced you to post the video as fast as you posted it. And nobody forced you to like fucking have all this stuff on your timeline and not in your video. At this point, to be honest, I think that it would be really helpful if another person made a video just kind of, or a Google document kind of just stripping it and just putting it all in an easy to digest format for like 30 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
With everything from then to now. Well, actually, Muda, you could totally do that if you're working on this.
Yeah, well, I'm working on this video. I look at the Emily stuff, and it's really, man, it's just, a lot of it is just deconstruction of her technical related arguments. And it sounds like I'll probably be fucking excusing Creepshow art to an extent, but like, man, facts are facts when it comes to this shit. I'm sorry, I can't. There's some shit in this entire scenario that just doesn't fucking make any sense to me. All right? Regardless, like, the whole idea of telling the audience that, yeah, this date on my MacBook says this specific date, so there's no way you can change it. It's smoking gun proof. All right, we know that's bullshit.
All right,
this IP
I have
address,
to interrupt you. I have to
IP
interrupt
address.
you. Not Peanut Gallery, by the way. I've just been reported that the chat is getting together to group report this video. Whenever that happens, I want you guys to immediately, it usually takes like an hour, upload the shit out of this if it gets taken down. Because my first community guideline strike would be a fucking slap on the wrist anyway. So upload the
Before you
shit
get back
on
to
this.
it, I just want to say one thing. I want to address somebody in chat. They said, Nick, you haven't said anything to her. Stop being a hypocrite, man. First of all, I don't have to because she already apologized and stuff like that and posted it on her timeline. That is true. She did reach out to me, but my problem isn't with Emily. I don't think she's a bad person. I don't think she's a liar. And I also, like, just to be fair to everybody here, the only thing I really know about Emily is that she fucking IP traces every single person who fucking DMs her. So there's no chance that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I just looked at this. Is this John's Peanut Gallery? Apparently,
No, that's it. I'm getting reports.
It's a funny YouTuber.
So I looked up the channel and they said Creepshow Art 100% concrete proof. Is that?
Yeah, that's what she does.
She's
but
talking about the Twitter thread
when you
today,
when you call her out on it, right? And she says, "Well, I think it's 100% concrete proof." She plays games with language.
Yeah, that's the person we've been arguing with on stream. That's the one who came.
It's enough to make you fucking insane. And the worst thing was that she didn't fucking just talk over Nick like she talked over me.
Well, I laughed over her. She couldn't.
No, but it was a back and forth conversation. Like right out the gate, I couldn't get a word in.
It started out very cordial, and then as soon as like she knew it was time,
she knew it was time. She just spoke over me.
She digibroed you.
Yeah. Well, I digibroed.
The way you went after digibro, you're like.
Well, that wasn't the plan.
Motherfucker! Like
that wasn't the plan. I was deliberately trying to get digibro off. I couldn't get a word in without being spoken over.
What's it called? So Muda, what were you saying though? The things with the Shannon story that didn't make sense to you.
Well, her whole entire argument that she had her IP spoof seems like a very fucking specific thing to say, and it's also kind of bullshit, and it feels like she's fucking deflecting, in my opinion. I mean, if that's her case, then she's... My God, that's a stupid fucking thing to be saying. Honestly, I don't... I believe Emily 100%. The unfortunate thing about this entire situation is I feel like every side has no fucking idea what they're talking about. So
you might believe Emily.
Yeah.
I can objectively say she's not a reliable narrator. She may be telling the truth, but I don't think she's reliable now. I think what she did to Nick brings in question about her emotions and what was put out there, especially considering it's about Creepshow Art in the title, and then the meat of it, it's really about another guy. So I don't know if that's reliable narration. I hate to say that silence
is damning, man, but like the silence is fucking undamning from Creepshow Art.
Yeah, well, at this stage, that means one of two things: she's either thrown in the towel or she's contacted legal.
Like, I'm really disappointed in Shannon because I did think Shannon was a pretty decent person. I know Mudahar can definitely vouch for this, so I'm pretty sure you were in the chat. But there was somebody who was going through a hard time, and
she was there.
Yeah, she was definitely like. People were saying, like, oh, you got swindled. She didn't really do that. I'm like, no, I was personally there. It definitely did happen. And it's not like a defense of anything she says, but it's certainly a reason why I'd be upset that she did these things.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I kept my distance because, you know, T-channels are T-channels, but she didn't strike me as somebody that was going to do that kind of shit. Like, initially. I mean, granted, I wasn't, like, overtly close to her, and maybe that was a good thing at the end of the day, but, like, fuck, man.
You might have felt you might have felt compelled to defend her.
Lolcow shit. Dude, this is what happens when you post on Lolcow shit 24/7, allegedly, and you stare too long into the abyss, and you become the losers that you make fun of.
Well, you got to be nuts to go to Lolcow now. They'll fucking you have no anonymity over there. Like, why would you even go there now?
Dude, doesn't this remind you of Boogie when they found out he was on 4chan?
Yeah.
Like in the early days, not recent Boogie. Remember Boogie when it was like when he was like the father of the internet, and then they found he had like a fucking sex blog and shit like that, and that he was like, and he was like doing fucking like reviews of pocket pussies. Like that's what it feels like when Shannon's on that website calling girls and guys trannies.
I want to end this actually.
But Tommy, we got like 20 people waiting to call. I'm just kidding.
Oh God, dude. Lightning round.
Do you get?
Yeah, let's do lightning round. Somebody else said in the chat like you guys were screaming over each other, and that is 100% true. But it's literally like she would ask me a question, and then I couldn't get 3 words in, and she started talking. I go, let me finish. Then I just turned it into a fucking circus.
All we wanted was a timestamp.
And she held us up for a timestamp. I almost feel like she did it on purpose.
Oh, that's the other thing. Nick, you're wrong. Nick, you're wrong. Nick, you're wrong. Nick, you're wrong. What am I wrong about? I don't know. Watch the video.
The best part of this whole video is I was like, you know, this is impossible to have a conversation. It's like I know you. I've had conversations like this, more interesting conversations with my son. I mean, this is the most sophisticated know you conversation that I've ever had. Everything I bring up is just no with no explanation. And you know what she said? No. I swear to God. I mean, it's like it was almost like a comedy act.
The video in question she wanted us to watch was her reacting to you reacting to Nick and her.
Yeah, I know, and
then
it's
it would be
confusing
us
as fuck.
reacting
Why
to
can't you?
them, you know?
I asked her what I did was dishonest, and she could not name it. And then all her fucking, cat lady friends in there are like, "Well, you were just mean." Like that's them. That's them getting to the bottom of stuff. Nick's mean, therefore Creepshow's guilty.
I think she got what she wanted. I'll be honest with you. I think she.
Honestly, I think she's got a future.
Yeah. Well,
But I meant this when I said it. She's gonna slazzo somebody unapologetically someday.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just we like you could blame me when she's big because
to be as unbiased as possible as I possibly can. I believe you won the debate with the smoking gun incident, but she got you to flip the fuck out.
Yeah,
so
fair
I mean,
enough.
You can.
Oh God, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I went a whole fucking hour with like being answered a question with I asked her a question and she had letting you ask you a question. Like, no, you do this one first. So I can't think she's either completely fucking hysteric or she did it on purpose. And she didn't talk that way to Nick. So it does lead me to believe that was the point. You know?
Did you know she could hear? I didn't know she could hear me at first, but she could hear me.
Yeah, I know.
Did you notice that she was talking about that last half hour of the video, and then I explained the last half hour of the video, which was all circumstantial. And as soon as I said that, she moved on.
She just switched subjects. Every time we had a point against her and she knew it was coming, she'd switch or change subject or go, you.
Oh my God. That's so funny when people try to bring that up to me now. They're like, well, you didn't watch the second half of the video. All right, lady, do you think I haven't watched it in like the 3 days since you made it?
Yeah, I know. Okay, that's the
like,
point.
yeah, dude, I was watching that on stream when I got in the call with that girl.
Well, she said, and I asked her this in the thing, because you said to Nick that you missed the meat and the potatoes. Name one potato or slice of meat. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, she was like meat and potatoes, meat and potatoes,
meat and potatoes. Where? What? Where did I get wrong? Where meat and potatoes? Nick's.
The thing with these,
it wasn't a debate, but I won it.
Like, listen, man. I think the problem with these kind of like topics, and this is why I hate ever covering them or looking at them, is that like, obviously we know it's very like emotionally charged, and it has to be because of the nature of it. But
Sure.
like every one of these T channels that gets so emotionally invested in it just wants to believe 100% concrete, 100%. So then they can make like 5 or 6 more videos just destroying the fucking actual.
But we're not dealing with like a pro YouTuber here.
Yeah.
We're dealing with somebody that's brand new at this game. I don't think she had
Muda,
like,
if you ever fuck up a story, I gotta post a video. Muda destroyed me. I shouldn't have believed him with like a tear emoji next to my face.
Absolutely. Actually, yeah.
All right, here's what we're gonna do.
100,000 views in an hour.
We're doing
go.
we're doing rapid fire calls, and we're gonna clear out the calls. One call, one statement. 1, 2, 3, go. I'll put fucking Epstein here. Epstein, rapid fire, go.
All right. Do you think she was intentionally being dishonest most of the time, or was she just stupid?
I think 60-40 intentional. There you go. I don't know for sure though. Ostrich Oddwin. I knew a guy named Ostrich in high school.
You're muted. Unmute.
You're muted.
yourself.
Unmute. Go. Rapid fire. Go.
Okay. Creepshow is cringe. Nick is based.
All right.
That's all I
like
have to say.
again.
All right, bro.
Awesome.
You rock. What was that? Chanry.
Right.
Rapid fire. Go.
Peanut brings the tea, but Tommy C, shot to the point, brings Boston Tea Party.
There you go. Like a good American I am. Thank you so much. Call back. Rapid fire. Unmute and go. 3.
Mute and
And turn my stream down.
Yeah. Sorry, I just paused it. Good job catching the fat dub on the argument.
Like gas.
She's terrible.
Doesn't feel it.
I mean, like, all right. So, like, when you said when she was talking over you, right? Like, she the moment when she stopped talking and you started to get your point across, right? And then she just deliberately
She would talk over
every
me.
few seconds just
She wouldn't
saying
allow me
like
to make a
one
point.
thing.
Yeah. She might have been smart
sorry.
enough to do it. You know why? Because she was smart enough to, because we were going to make this like an insult thing to start with. And that's what it ended up turning into, right? And then she went, look, I'd like to have a convo in public. I was like, well, I can't go in there and be a fucking total prick, right? If she's going to go to the public and say, I want to have a conversation. So I'm like, yeah, but the conversation was like, and I asked her the first question right off the bat, you know, you weren't really able to defend any of her video. You really just came down to, you know, Nick's a bad person. In fact, all your reviews line up to whoever's criticizing Emily, they're somehow deplorable. And then she would start talking over me. I'm like,
And
well,
it's just
yeah. My listen, man. I 100% do believe this Emily girl, like without
Really?
a doubt. Like it's. I do.
Are you saying that
like,
because you're afraid not to? Because
No,
you're bigger.
I'm saying, dude, I'm saying, no. Like, I'll give an explanation. I believe her because, like, when I heard her voice and I heard her going on about it, I don't feel like she was a malicious person. She had
You
no
should
reason
join
to
the
lie,
tea
and it also
community.
felt like-
You're supposed to be objective. What the fuck's the matter with you?
God.
I feel.
No,
What's the matter with
listen, motherfucker. I am objective. Listen, that's why I'm looking into the technical side.
Oh,
of things,
okay,
right?
all
Like, as
right.
much
I'm
as
just-
I can.
I'm
Right?
busting
Like,
bullshit.
I have certain problems with the story, but
Mhm.
I have no reason to believe she's a liar. I do have a problem with like the tea community outright fucking
Yeah.
saying that anybody that has even like a % of a problem with this thing is suddenly like a fucking apologist for like that doesn't make any sense. That's not right. Okay, nobody in this call is saying like, oh, this bitch is 100% lie. Like no one is doing that. Okay.
No, but they're trying awful hard to say that. Awful hard to say that shit. I'll tell you that.
to me though, it just seemed like she couldn't really separate like fact over feeling, right? Facts.
No,
are
there was no
the-
ability to do that. That's where I feel.
I feel like if she waited at least 48 hours and like made a much more thoughtful like, well, if her video was like escalating instead of like a roller coaster of like here's a
Thanks
heavy
for that.
allegation, here's something small, here's heavy, here's small, it would have been a much more like it would have been a better video because that's the only problem that I had with the video. Like she had a lot to say, and I feel like she should have just let it escalate, you know,
Yeah.
beginning to end, right?
Let me take
like-
these calls. I got to knock these calls out. Hold on. Biggest blunder. Rapid fire. Go. We're not doing this very rapid.
So bad if he's married for that husband.
Oh, God. He couldn't get anything done. She's single. She'll be single for life.
There's a man on suicide watch right now.
Well, I'm also hearing the picture I saw wasn't of her, which is unfortunate because that girl was cute. All right. What are you going to do?
Oh, there's no way to prove that right now.
Oh, God.
I feel like no one's given her credit enough for quitting drugs, man. That's pretty fucking epic. I gotta give her credit on that, man.
Yeah, I can't quit smoking.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the fuck's that got to do with the video.
I can say for a fact, drug addiction. Drug addiction is the hardest thing to get. Opiate addiction is the hardest thing to come.
Shut up, you pussy. Finn East, you're on the air.
Tommy,
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you for the laughs. Just
you're welcome.
I have never laughed as hard as I was when you were just screaming at her.
God,
I needed that today.
You know, I tell you something. I am going to kiss. I'm giving when she wakes up, I'm going to give her the biggest, deepest kiss and tell her how lucky I am because I don't have to put up with that. I'm not even joking. Like I am really the most blessed man on earth. I have the most wonderful, understanding woman on earth. And look, we fight. My
Tommy
big.
screamed at a woman, and he's gonna walk into his room and find out all of his shirts have been ironed.
Yeah. All right, Finn. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yo, I can't wait for Creepshow to come out and make a response video and further incriminate her.
Yeah, I know.
That
I'm going to
you know what I mean?
that.
That would fucking
Tuesdays, rapid fire. You're on the air. Go. Tuesday.
I
Hello?
really think.
Go ahead. I can hear you. I heard you.
Hello?
Go ahead.
We can hear you.
Think if they cannot separate fact from fiction, then there's no point in staying in the commentary community.
Well, no point in being in the T community. I mean, I think you know this is a
but
budding
like, the
star.
T community is the lowest rung of humanity, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it really is. I mean, it doesn't. It like you heard what she says. It doesn't have to be true. It just it has to be true for me. I have to feel it.
Dude, the guys who make fucking daily video game commentaries look at the T community as like lesser content.
Yeah. Sometimes they have stories.
Dude,
big money in it though.
Bro, Jaden shits on those people, my dude.
Really? I gotta start watching his videos. Del Toledo, you're on the air.
Thanks, Tommy. Two things. One, that debate was wild as shit.
Was it a debate?
And hey, Mudo, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. This is just a lot.
That debate was great, Tommy.
Few days, man. this whole like Shannon thing is just way too much to process at all.
Oh
like,
man, I bet. So Mudo, I'm enjoying your content, man. A huge fan of yours, dude.
Yeah, they're great. But that debate was great, Tommy. Let me talk to the real YouTuber. Get the fuck out of here, pal. You know? Whatever your name is, you're on the air. Yeah, go ahead. Shoot.
Yeah, go ahead.
Rapid fire. One thing and go.
If it doesn't work out for her on YouTube, she can always be a politician. Those guys.
Yeah, really. They're.
Oh yeah.
My dad says that politicians aren't that smart. That they cruise and they get through like people like pass them because they're going to be powerful. They just have that kind of yeah, they could just talk their way around anything. Like, when was the last time you've seen like a politician in a debate? And I'm talking about that shit they do in the presidential, like what they do in college. When is the last time you saw any politician like do that? You didn't. You might have saw Jordan Peterson doing that. You might have seen Destiny doing something like that. Yeah. But politicians don't do that, and they're supposed to be the best. They're like the grandmasters.
What's your plan for Aleppo?
Well, who?
What's your plan for Aleppo?
For Aleppo? What's Aleppo?
Aleppo. Exactly. That's the last time I've seen a presidential candidate in a debate.
Good point.
When Gary Johnson didn't know what the fuck Aleppo was.
I don't take calls more than once, but Fearless Soldier, one and done, go.
Hey guys, how's it going? I just want to say, Muda, love what you do.
Thanks, man.
Wait, isn't this the second time Fearless Soldier was?
Yeah, get him out of here. All right, like, everybody's just trying to talk to Muda. It's so embarrassing. John Bon Zombie. I'm more embarrassed about fucking all these guys calling it for Muda than I was calling that girl a cunt.
Yo, what's up, Tommy?
What?
How's it going? I just got one question for you. My girlfriend wants to ask you something.
Sure.
Tommy, do you
Yes.
get pussy?
If I'm nice. You know, I want to answer your girlfriend. When my wife sees how much money I made tonight, pretty good chance.
A pretty good chance?
Pretty good chance after tonight. She's turned on by the provider side. And clearly she doesn't care how I do it. Corner, you're one and done, go.
You know, all this crap, it reminds me of this one SpongeBob clip where they're going, he burned our crops, killed our cattle, and brought a plague upon our home.
I agree.
He's a robot. Jesus.
Agmar, you're on the air.
He's underwater like
Dude,
SpongeBob.
he was talking about a SpongeBob clip from underwater. I can't believe he just did that.
Yeah. Agmar, one and done. And
Hey.
go.
Hey, what's going on? I don't know. I just thought that was like entirely unproductive. I mean, it was funny.
It really was.
Just I think
It was. You're right.
think you two were.
Won't argue with
I think
you.
you two were just like screaming into the void and nothing really.
Yeah,
got
it
done.
felt that
mean,
way.
it was-
I thought the thing is she was so reasonable offline that I didn't think she would just talk over me.
Yeah, you know, this whole thing's been a shit.
You know what
show.
it might have been? She may not have done it on purpose for the reasons we think. She may have just didn't want to do it. Like, wanted to keep shit because she's making tons of money talking about Creep Show art.
Pussy?
Dude, I slay.
You know?
Oh yeah. You know, I don't doubt it, but yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was kind of unproductive. Nothing on you.
No, it's everything's on me. I mean, it's 100% on me. But as long as you're entertained, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
Dude,
fair
is
enough.
it just me,
Thanks, man.
or does none of her fucking fans in the chat right now know how to use Discord?
No,
Like,
they
they're just too
nobody.
fucking stupid to do
Jesus
it.
Christ! You know what it is? They've made streaming easier. Usually, you have to operate a computer, and like, I'm sorry, this is true. You're getting lower and lower and lower as technology gets better and easier to use. Orsko, thank you so much. $10. Retro, you're on the air. Go.
Hi. First of all, how are you all?
Good. No, it's one and done. We got to close the show. You got just one thing and go.
No. I just want to ask, what the fuck was wrong with this girl?
No one ever taught her how to critically think. Her father failed her and missed every dance recital. There you go. And I think that's it.
Tommy,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I mean that actually. There you go. That's it. Rapid fire. I'm out of here. Boda, stick around. Let me end this. I want to talk to you privately if possible.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks so much. Thanks, guys. I think that, Legless Matt called it. I wanted to debate, but boy, she got me. Fucking bitch.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town, the king's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 mile of danger zones. Bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated, the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a head.
Iron my shirt.
Welcome to the cum zone.